takes a minute. I usually wait for the notification to come up in the ERO Discord server. That's usually a good sign that the stream has started.
Hey, there we go.
There we go. So, hello to everyone watching. It's season 5 of ERO. How long have we waited for ERO to come back, man? Like,
Oh, a decade?
literally, man. It's so long. But we're back, and that's what matters. We're here for the season opener. Japan. Gonna keep my opinions on this being the season opener to myself, but yeah.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah. You may notice that the voice alongside me for this season is not a Finnish boy. It is in fact.
Yeah, basically, what happened to me was I went to the army, and all of a sudden my accent changed.
It is in fact Just Call Me Bread from who is my teammate in ERO F1. Cheeky plug to the F1, which will be happening tomorrow.
Cheeky plug to the Red Bull gang.
Yeah, Red Bull gang. We just revealed our secret. That was the big reveal. What are you doing? Yeah, but
we're social distanced in the lobby. Full train streaming.
Yeah, no, literally because. I mean, to be fair, he's English, so we've got an issue there, but. Yeah, this is Just Call Me Bread, my teammate from ERO F1, which will be happening tomorrow at 6 PM, so you should come and watch that. Or maybe not if you don't want to see me embarrass myself.
In other words, watch it please, it'll be funny.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
just get used to the fact that we don't have Michelitsi's hilarious laughing
and screaming.
Yeah.
Your page connection is very on and off for me.
Yeah, same here. In fact, it's just red.
It goes between red
it goes between red and yellow. He actually has a worse connection for me than Yolmir, who's in Venezuela.
Oh, he's only in Venezuela?
Yeah, he's Venezuelan. He's Pastor Maldonado.
That's a very European racing organisation of us.
Well, have you not seen all the new guys are from the US?
Oh, no I haven't, if I'm honest.
Yeah, we've had like 5 new drivers from the US. We also have a Japanese driver in one of the tiers.
Wait, is this Edzax that's changed his name to Edzak?
Yeah. He's the...
Okay.
Yeah. I actually forgot what nationality he is, I'm going to be honest.
Austrian.
No, that's not Austria. The middle line's too thin.
That is Austria.
No, it's definitely not.
Oh, is it like one of the, not Estonia, or it's
Small
not Lithuania,
ones.
Latvia? Is it Latvia?
It is. It's Latvia. That's the one. Fry says, let's do this. Let's.
It is, it's Latvia. I'm just call me...
Just call you stupid.
Just call me humble.
So, yeah. We're not promoting any of that over here.
Now Watinho will kick me from the server.
Did you know that ERO Legends beat you guys in the 24-hour event pretty badly?
Well, not me, guys, because I wasn't in said team then.
Your team got destroyed by ERO's put-together last-minute team.
That was probably Michelitsi's fault.
Well, actually, I had a pretty good battle with Michelizzi after I got taken out from the lead twice and ended up alongside him. And Ginger. I was getting 2v1s by Ginger and Michelizzi and won. Just putting that out there. Unknown says the audio's good for both of us. Don't remember asking. Hello to Car. Hello to Yolmir. Hope your wife likes how we're saying your name.
Oh, where's this going?
Yolmir says that he's from Venezuela but lives in the US.
And his wife likes us saying Yolmir.
Yeah, because it's not the way we say it isn't very Latino, is it?
No, it's kind of just
Yolmir.
bangers and mash, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just English, which is probably why it's so funny to them. Yeah, Carl says finally we are starting. Fry is hyped. JJ Dog is not saying anything interesting still. Sal Ferrer says hi, good luck everyone, and as always, Forza Ferrari. No.
Pronto, Coutinho says.
Yeah, I saw. He says I clean pasta champ. Silahatin Sarakaya says good luck, boys.
Already 20 viewers. We haven't even started yet.
Yeah, mate, we're too good. This is what we have 21 now. Actually, this is what we're bringing in. This is.
Have you seen what Loki said?
I have. Have you seen what Coutinho said?
I see.
Rick says, good to hear you guys have fun. You have fun too, Rick. And, well, if this is going to be fun. If it rains, it will be fun.
We can't
We can't
read
promise.
out Billsy's comment.
Yeah. We really can't. Oh dear. Vilzu, what are you doing? You can't put that. You can't go to admin. Vilzu. What Vilzu said? Loki. Yeah.
Let's place bets. Are we going to start on time? Actually, we might.
We will.
I don't. There
We
are
have
18 drivers.
18.
I don't know what's going on. There are
Well, I
only 18
mean,
drivers.
18 would still be the most drivers we've had in any ERO race this season, so... yeah. We have, just to read out the current grid for you guys, because of course it would have changed from last season with the introduction of 2 new divisions. We have Masiek, Yuppe, Yolmir, Edzak. Edzak. Keshmi. Oh no, wait, Mikalitsi taught me how to say this guy's name properly and I've forgotten. Oh no.
Wait, which guy?
Keshmi. Something like
Wait,
that.
so is it not Kej? Wait.
No, it's like Keshmi.
Like,
Something like
oh
that.
yeah, because it's Czech, isn't it? So it's
Yeah.
like... I'm not going to try it, I'm going to be honest. I don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah, same. Hello
Again.
to Libanel, hello to Geo. We have Alpha. I just call him Alpha because it says Alpha before the M. There's Rick.
Wait, you're not calling him Alpha?
No, just Alpha. He hasn't said anything about it, so.
I'm going to call him Alpha because that's what it says.
Oh, Kami. It's like
Kami.
Kami. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get that one wrong more than once. As the lobby is starting and we're on time.
Oh my god.
We have Ivan Belov, the native Russian. Fry Pepper, you should all know Fry Pepper. He was the one who turned up to the Spanish Grand Prix under the influence. Miyaki, unknown.
Hi
Oliver,
on live mode.
Mats, Cool Beans, whose connection is good for once. Sal Ferrer, Mr. Pep, JGVI, Paul Jones. JGVI was in
F2,
F2 last season, but he told me off for saying JGVL.
We don't want to say those 3 letters in ERO.
No, that was before that existed. But he told me off and he called me blind and he was very angry.
Got it from?
Do you reckon? That'd be quite funny.
He was like, I'll just copy this guy's name.
JG the No. Don't do it again, this man!
Wait, what?
In the comments, he's still angry at me over it. Because it's a capital, like, I.
Yeah, I know. It's easy to be confused. I probably would have said that too.
Yeah, but he still thinks we're angry. Like, he's still getting angry about it. Should we do it? Just no, we can't.
No, we can't do that. Let's not be mean.
Spain with the green plants, Lamal, says Fry. And Libanel says Stalker. Not sure who he's talking to or what he's referencing, but okay. And we have 23 viewers before the qualifying has even started. Bearing in mind last season's record viewers was like 27. pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and
Who's going to be first out on track? That's the question. And what tyres are they going to be on?
I would probably think softs, let's be honest.
You never know. Someone might do a weird... Fry's currently got mediums selected.
Oh, okay. No, Liebenau, this is bread. Not unknown.
Yeah, I'm not well.
Yeah, and the first car...
Bread, the boss man for Title F1. We love that. We
and
love
Fry.
that.
Fry will be the first car out on track. So yeah, Watini says 23 v2 in terms of attendance. Oh, it's gone down to 19. What a shame.
Mine says 20.
JGVI says rain. Heavy rain all race.
All race.
All race.
Okay.
Okay, let's put bets on the number of overtakes that will happen. My bet would be 3.
Well, this makes what Fry's doing even more confusing.
Do you reckon he saw? Do you reckon he just doesn't know?
Not, yeah.
Liebenau says he got confused, sorry, it's okay. Loki says F, just got rain in his practice session as well. So rain for F1 question mark? I don't know.
Hopefully not.
Oh, I think Fry can hear us.
Can he?
Yeah, because he was watching earlier, wasn't he? So I think that he's just heard that we were talking about rain. And he's backed off.
Decided to cry. Well, he's on an outlap, so he might be calling tyres.
No, but he just let everyone past him.
He looks like he's going for a lap.
Rick will be the first one to start his lap, however. Maybe just calling tyres, but it was a bit of an odd way to do it. Liebenau says today will be his 3rd Japan race in 2 days. Wow. Turn on all details. No.
I have all details on.
I'm going to keep the screen clear for this first lap of the session so we can witness it.
He's kept it tidy so far.
He has, very tidy. Nothing too much to complain about. Not particularly pushing it all the way, but
it's
for
tidy.
Bank a lap, very, very tidy, very nice. Oh, I would have short shifted there. That wasn't so tidy.
He has some oversteer on it. Actually.
Yeah, small oversteer. He was he left it in 2nd gear, so probably to the reason for that 3 downshifts down to 5th, and then 3rd for the 2nd part of Spoon. That's an interesting way of doing it.
Gears, remember?
Maybe. Now
Julian,
coming
who's
into 1:30.
commentating F1? Watinho and JJ Dog are commentating F1.
Yeah. So now into the final chicane. Just see how he takes this. Yeah.
That
just
was tidy.
Tidy. I think that's about all you can say about it. It was just tidy. Comes across the line. First lap of the session is a 1:27.3.
Here comes Alpha, second car across the line.
And it's a 1:27.7. Okay. Fry 1:27.3.
Here comes a Red Bull.
Oh wait, what? The other 2 were on softs and Fry was on mediums.
Oh no! Wow! Well done, Fry.
Very well done,
Alex
Fry.
Next across the line.
Who? Alex. Oh, Alex is in F3.
I think he. Wait, what happened?
I don't know.
Did he invalidate? Oh. Paul Jones Jr.
27.2 on softs. That is a seriously impressive lap from Fry.
Yeah. I don't know what the gap between soft and mediums are here on one lap pace.
It's about 6-7 tenths.
Unknown's backed off. I don't know if he's
Oliver 26.9.
It looked to me like he backed off anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. No, he's not.
He's invalidated. Unknown as invalidated.
You might be able to get 3 runs in still if he's lucky, maybe.
Maybe. Miyake on
Oliver.
up. Oh, Cool
No,
Beans, a
and Cool Beans.
26-7. Very nice.
Oh, I know Unknown's going to be kicking himself right now
Oh yeah.
after the lap times he was doing. Invalidating his run. Puts pressure on the rest of his runs out.
Yeah, he's just got to keep it together. Obviously he was F3 last season, so he's got some experience here, which is already a bonus over a lot of the guys I can see in this lobby. You know, I'm looking at ALR Oliver, Paul Jones Jr., Ivan, Sal Ferrer, Mats, Mr. Pep. Yeah, those guys who are all new names to ERO, so maybe less aware of how things usually play out around here. And to be fair, Fry Pepper only being 6/10 off the current provisional pole time, very impressive stuff from him so far. Let's see who's on a lap. Miyake.
Miyake's on a lap, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
very
that's a lot of
deep at the
understeer.
hairpin. Yeah, he took it. It wasn't the most ideal line. Washed Vilzu, so you said in Warzone XD. Libenel says that if JJ can't commentate, he will with Watinho. That would be
Okay.
that would be good to see. Miyake backs off his lap. It's not invalidated, but he's just backed off. Very odd. Mats.
He must have made a mistake.
Yeah, Mats is on an invalid lap. Probably an in lap, I would imagine.
And now we wait for people to do other laps.
Yeah, literally. On top of the fact, you got to consider that if it's raining all race, these are probably all wet setup laps.
Yeah,
So
that is true.
definitely some good stuff going on here in F3 at the moment. I think I just saw one of the McLarens go out on track. There's a lot of guys starting their outlaps now.
Yeah, I'm following Fry's outlap.
Fryer, he is on the softs now, so maybe he just...
Maybe he did hear us.
Oh, either that, or maybe he just used the medium to his first lap, so he had a spare set of softs should it go dry at the end.
Maybe.
I mean, as long as he gets a couple of good runs in on these soft tyres, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, really. Otapa says, nice, almost full grid. JJ Dog says, hey, see how Unknown is going? Well, I mean...
He's in the pits, isn't
he is 18th.
Oh no, he's on a lap.
He's
on
on a lap.
Follow this.
Yeah, he's just coming through the end of the first sector. And it's a 31-2, purple first sector.
That's tidy. That was very tidy.
Very, very nice looking there for the Williams driver. Breaking into the hairpin.
That was once again quite tidy.
No,
I think that was quite tidy.
he's a little bit of sliding from the overhead camera view. And Rick is actually out of the session. He's retired. He's crashed at the top of the S section.
Oh, Unknown. A lot of understeer through spoon.
Yeah, he had a bit of dirty air from the racing point in front, I think, of ALR Oliver, who got way out of the way on the outside of the track there. Coming through 130R, it's a purple middle sector, but
we all know what that means.
We all know that that means nothing in F1 2020, where it's glitched. It's looking very nice with the final chicane. Maybe not cutting the second part of it as much as he could, but he'll take the short run to the line with 126.6 for a provisional pole. A Williams 1-2. Very nice, and Williams and the Alpha out of the session. Same place as Rick. At the top of the S section, so it looks like that section is giving some trouble to the drivers at the moment.
Yeah, you do get snaps of oversteer there, don't you? So
yeah, I think it's because the inside bit is very bumpy compared to the outside bit. So if you try and enter it from a position that's too wide and you try and come in, you'll hit that bump, but it'll unsettle the rear of the car because of the momentum you're carrying from the outside line. Which is why I actually think it's actually better to go slightly narrower. Start off slightly narrower in the middle of the track before you go in, which is obviously the fastest way to do it. It's how we've been doing it. in practice, but you want to stay tight so that the car doesn't hit that like bumpy bit unnaturally. So this actually allows.
I just witnessed Alex have a massive collision into the wall in the S's.
Yeah, for second S there on the outside. Probably a snap of oversteer from the first one.
I just happened to be watching on top. I think it was Matt's I was watching.
Okay, wow. Kamey goes P14 with a 128.0 for Renault, and his Renault teammate retiring on that lap, so not looking too great for the Renault team at the moment. There's another yellow flag. Oliver 26.4. Very nice lap from him, but who was that yellow flag for? It looked like it took up most of the track.
It might just have been someone slowing down.
Yeah, it might have been because it's not been any more retirements. It doesn't look like there's any particularly slow-moving cars. So, 3 retirements so far from this qualifying session. 7 minutes to go. Cool Beans to cross the line, and it's only P2. 26.5, so he's improved by 2/10 over his previous lap.
That's close at the front, though.
Very close to the front. Top 3 with a bit of a gap back to Edzax. Edzax, who was... started season 3 in F1, was demoted to F2 during season 3, and has now found himself in F3 for season 5 after spending the entirety
Have you seen what Sunset said?
No. I don't think I'll race because I will crash at Tail 1 because I forgot how to brake. Okay.
It'll be L2, mate.
Oh, and there's some damage for Paul Jones Jr. in the Mercedes. He's got damage to his front wing.
Where do you get damage around Suzuka?
It looked like he was slow through the hairpin. So maybe he's hit another car?
Another car? Yeah, it must be, surely. I don't really think there were any walls, like...
Either that or he's through the S section, maybe hit a wall, just managed to get lucky and not retire.
Maybe.
Well, I guess at the exit of Degner 2, if you get that wrong, you can hit a wall. And that would line up with where I saw the yellows. So he will pit from this lap, of course. Fry retired. Oh, the S section, second S on the outside.
That S is eating people up today.
Oh, and it's raining.
It is raining.
It's
you know
raining.
what? I nearly said it, but because no one mentioned it in the comments, I didn't say it. But I did. I looked at the sky and I was like, "It's getting a lot darker. Do you reckon it's going to rain?"
Wow, and Sal Ferro taking a trip across the gravel to get out of the way of the Haas by the looks of it.
That's qualifying done then, isn't it? So ALR Oliver on pole.
Yeah, I mean
First point of the season for him.
The last, maybe someone can get a good lap in the wet, but it would be very difficult and very unlikely. Leibenau, Jesus, I'm going to get washed today if these are the times in F3. With wet setups, mate. Nah, it might not be with wet setups, maybe. A few of these times are very good for wet setups. With ALR Oliver with his 26.4, so remember what you were talking about in chat.
Well, he didn't do the lap he said he was going to do.
It was also not the conditions that he would have been practicing in, but just kind of watching Sal Ferro, to be honest. I think Massey X on a lap. Look at that rain. Yeah, it's really starting to come down now. That track is going to get very greasy very quickly.
Mr. Pep, what's he done? He hasn't set a lap yet.
Oh no, he's starting last.
Oh no! He's going to give it a good go though. He's struggling. Oh no. I'm going to be honest, this may not be the tactical masterclass.
Why would you only do one lap?
I don't know, but...
He's kept it on the track so far, so well done to him for the first sector
he
there.
He nearly didn't.
He nearly didn't, but it did. There's We Racers 1 helmet there. One of the more popular helmets in the game, isn't it?
An interesting car to be using, to be wearing that.
Yeah, of course, Nikita Mazepin. We all know that story. Running the number 2, Mr. Pep. I don't think I ever see people run the number 2.
No.
So that's a very unique number choice, even if it is just the number 2. But coming into the final chicane now. Let's see,
Top lot, top
is he going to be able to beat Miyake's time? This is what we need to know. Probably not. No, he's not. I tell you what, for the conditions, he wasn't a mile off though.
He wasn't, yeah.
So a very respectable lap from Mr. Pep, given the conditions.
Why is Oliver out? On a lap?
Well, let's find out. Maybe just doing some changeable conditions practice.
Maybe. I swear to God, if they've just, like, fooled us and there isn't actually going to be rain in the race, I'm going to be so disappointed.
Mad. Oh, and Libenel says that he runs the number 2. I did not know that. Probably should. I've been on track with him a couple of times, but not really looking out for people's numbers, are we? Oh!
He's warming up his tyres!
Yeah, ALR Oliver with the number 13, very interestingly, so maybe the new Pastor Maldonado
here. Yeah, there's going to be a huge crash into turn 1 then, isn't there?
And he pits.
I was scared he was going to drive into the pit lane, I'm not going to lie.
Hold on, is pit assist turned on for F3?
Better not be.
Because he didn't break. I know it's qualifying, but
I don't break in qual either. I just drive in at full speed.
Should you not just do some pit entry practice?
No, I just probably why, to be honest.
Matt's also on a lap. This is different from Tim Atts from last season. It is a different man completely, even if they have the same name and the same nationality and the same car of choice. They are different people, I promise. And he pits.
Same car of choice?
Red Bull. Matt's last season, I don't think he actually had the Red Bull. Yeah, but his first car of choice is usually the Red Bull.
Okay. Yolm is on the lap.
He is on a lap. I'm just watching it. It's a very tentative lap, even though he is on the inters and a big slide off the top of the hill.
If I was, well, they can't now. I was going to say if I was one of these drivers, I'd probably go out on some wet tires.
That is invalidated from Yolmir.
Please retire, mate.
Yeah, we're literally just waiting on him. He'll probably, he'll probably just complete his lap, won't he?
Yeah, to be honest, actually, no, I take it back. I wouldn't retire because you can get some practice in.
Yeah, just complete the lap and don't go into the pits, because that'll be quicker than going into the pits. Why does I swear the last person in the session always chooses to go into the pits, and it always annoys me because it's like you could have chosen to end the session like 40 seconds earlier, but you didn't.
No, Sunset, Loki Tubes is the commentator for F2. Nope. Not Champ.
Yeah, I would not commentate back to back.
Unknown got disconnected at some point.
Oh, rip.
He says according to JJ Dog, he says he could have gotten pole if he didn't get disconnected.
Oh, okay. And Yolmir drives into the wall across the line.
On a lap.
Maybe. Or maybe
that is a shame.
First lap, maybe? I don't know. Look at that gap, though.
I tried to use DAS and then didn't.
Nice, JGVI. But your grid for round 1 of the F3 season: ALR Oliver on pole with the Cool Beans and the Williams lineup alongside him. Unknown, his teammate, in 3rd with Edzak in 4th, 6/10 off the pole time. Wow, half a second between 3rd and 4th here. Paul Jones 5th with Ivan Belov 6th, Yuppe 7th, Frypepper 8th, 9th Rick and 10th Yolmir. 11th with a free choice of tyres, but if it's going to rain doesn't matter. Masiek, then Alpha, Sal, Mats, Kami, JGVI, Alex, Miyake, and the guy that did one lap in the wet.
That's a shame for Unknown getting disconnected though. His connection has not been very stable. Just weird though, because he doesn't have lag. It just kicks him out of the session loads.
Oh, no, okay, they were telling the truth.
Whoa!
Jesus.
There's rain and then there's Japanese rain! This is quite something. Wouldn't want to be on that
it reminds me of, what year was it where they red flagged the race because of the weather? They just...
yeah, I'm gonna... yeah. Okay.
Because they had a huge storm one year. It might have been 2014 they had a huge storm. But we all know how 2014 ended.
Yeah.
Fry says it's full wet, so yeah, no chance of any transitional periods here.
Shame. I wish it went from wet to dry.
That would be a sick race.
Full wet races caused chaos, but at the same time, it's so boring because it's no DRS. It's so hard to overtake.
Yeah.
Especially since you won't have an ERS advantage either, because everyone has.
Chill. This is my favourite part of the race.
This is your favourite part of the race?
Do you not love a good formation lap?
Is it because it's the only race where only part of the race where no one's faster than you?
No. Do you not just love the excitement of a good formation lap? So if it's just going to be full wet, I would imagine we might see some nose stoppers. Maybe?
Oh, you very much doubt that one. Especially around here. Tyres take a beating around here.
You don't think someone might just try it? You know, maybe someone started outside the top 10 looking to gain some positions.
I personally wouldn't try it.
Doesn't mean that they won't. This is F3, my guy. This has been the craziest tier for 2 years in a row. Or 2 years, sorry, 2 seasons.
Yeah, predicted pit stop strategy. It says pit around lap 13. You aren't taking those to the end.
Well, that's because lap 13's midpoint of the race.
Yeah, I know, but like, that's all. They got to double that still.
Carson says, lol, hashtag no break in turn 1. Nobody will survive turn 1 in the wet. Wait, Alex and Pep have collided on the formation map.
Oh no.
And JGVI is a long way behind the pack here. In fact, that is definitely more than 10 car lengths. If he does not have a good reason, that's our first penalty of the season, I think. If he's just ended up back there on his own, it might actually be the first penalty of the season.
What's the record for viewers in ERO?
This.
Is it actually?
I think so. Oh! The Haas of... Oh no! Fryer!
What happened?
He was warming up his tyres and just drove into the wall at the final chicane. Oh no, why is the grid so messed up?
You're racing, 28 is record.
28 is the record. Oh, he's asking if we can do a double header.
Do you want to? I'm down, to be honest. I haven't got anything to do.
Yeah, if you're down, we'll do it.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it with Dino.
First race of the season, we're already doing double duty on the comps.
I don't really have anything to do, and I don't really want to practice, so...
And thank you, Carsten, for the 100th comment. I can't see the lights, can you? There we have 5 lights. And away we go. It's a very tentative start for the whole grid here. And we have drivers in the back. Someone's hit a wall. And then with a very poor start, he's dropping way down the order. There's collision at turn 1. I can't see who it was between, though. There's Edzak going all the way around the outside.
I'm not gonna lie, I can hardly see.
And Edzak colliding with Fryer at turn 1, sorry, not turn 3, but it looks like they've just about got away with no kind of damage there.
Oliver's running away with this so far.
Yeah, ALR Oliver with a huge, well, I say huge, it's a second and a half already as, oh, Jesus Christ, Sal Ferrer goes for the move on Mats for the final part of the S section. They're still side by side on their run down to Degner 1.
Oh, he's on
I
the grass.
can't see, and there was a Mercedes of, I think, Paul Jones right off. I don't think he got damage from that.
I don't think he got any. It wasn't a huge collision, but there was definitely contact.
Paul Jones losing more positions as he was a bit wide at Degner 1, and
Oh,
now he's
no! It's
gone!
been a huge crash!
And that is damage for one of the Red Bull drivers. I think that's Matt's very unfortunate to end up...
That was... Yeah, Masiek, Paul Jones Jr. on that, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think very unfortunate to come and arrive at that point in time, but it was not the smartest move in the world, you've got to say, from the Mercedes driver round the outside of the hairpin. I'm sure I'll have to steward that one later. I'm very sure I'll have to steward that one later. So at the end of the first lap we have Cool Beans 2 seconds behind our leader ALR Oliver as JGVI makes a move on Alex through the final chicane, just about keeping it clean, and he's made
JGVI's on the...
Oh,
JGVI, oh no.
Alex went on the grass a bit there, but he has switched to the inside successfully.
Yeah, JGVI was on the curb on the exit of the chicane.
Oh,
he's going to go for it.
He is going to go for it into turn 1 in the wet. Difficult to make a move here in the dry, but he's made it work.
Jones
what a move.
What happened to him? It was way out.
Collision at the hairpin. He's also not in the session by the looks of it. He's...
no, I think that everyone's... I think it's a glitch.
He has damage, he has damage. Paul Jones has damage to his left end plate. And we have yellows, it's for Edzak. Edzak, who was in third, no, it's a glitch, because, of course it's glitched. We actually have,
wait, who is
Mr.
that?
Pep, Mr. Pep. It's Mr. Pep.
Okay.
And he spun it again.
Oh, yeah, he's really not having a good time, is he?
No, overheated his tyres through the S section by the looks of it. Very unfortunate for him. I hate the fact that it's all glitched like this all the time. Every single race.
Mellow's quite close to Cool Beans.
He is.
I think that's... No, it's just not... I was about to say...
Oh, and Fry!
Close to him.
Fry spun at the hairpin. No, it's Spoon. The entry to Spoon, he's hit...
That is a weird place to spin.
Is he hit the grass or has he hit a person? He has no damage either way, but he's lost a lot of time, and that is 18th and 19th for the two Haas drivers as it stands. Wow. And yeah, it looks like ALR Oliver's got about a second a lap over Cool Beans.
Oh, I think one of the reasons for this is because obviously I don't want to make any excuses for wheel players, but being on a wheel is harder in the wet. And although ALR Oliver's also on the wheel, Cool Beans has only had his wheel for like a month, hasn't he? So
yeah, he's very new to the wheel, so he's got a lot of learning to do, especially in these tricky conditions where the wheel does tend to suffer compared to the pad. And Paul Jones still out on track with that damage, losing more positions to his teammate and Alex through the S section. So have to keep an eye on that one. You can see there's Oliver, who's made a pretty big breakaway at the front, and then you've got these gap of 3 behind of Cool Beans, Ivan and Edzak, and unknown heading the third main big train as Yuppie all over the back of Alpha, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, and we have a Red Bull in the background. It looks like Matt's having a look on Masiek. Not going to happen here, but...
Oh, I think Yuppie might... Oh,
yeah, Yuppie's got the momentum.
Oh, no.
Not a part of the track you really want to be going off that drier line, to be completely honest. Very single file, this track, even in the dry, so in the wet you better believe that they're taking that one line and sticking to it. Very good run here from Yuppie, in fact. He might have the momentum to make a move at 130R. Not sure I would recommend it, and he doesn't.
And he's got overtake on as well, but that is ballsy.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't recommend it. It's ALR Oliver with 144.0 here in the wet.
Literally a second a lap.
Yeah. Yuppie definitely looking for a move here. He's derating at the start. I'm stupid, sorry, it's wet. You can tell how little it rains in this game when that happens. Yeah. As Paul Jones finally puts...
He ran out of ERS deployment for the lap about half a second before the line.
How do you... It's wet. How do you...
Yeah, but the deployment is still the same amount, isn't it? Because you know how you can only deploy a certain amount of lap.
Yeah, but I mean, why is he using so much?
He wants Alpha.
Fryer gets past Miyake. And he had a look into the second Degner there, but I can guarantee you that's not a place to move.
Oh no! Oh, okay, we're all good. I thought we were about to see a catastrophic crash.
Oh.
If they went side by side into Degner 1.
Oh, and Yuppie getting the switch back through the hairpin. He's got the outside line through the following corner. There's contact!
Oh, there was contact!
And
now.
Alpha's round, he's in the wall!
Yeah.
Alpha's in the wall. Oh.
Ooh, not sure about
He's
that one.
still got overtake engaged, even while he was spinning. And now there's going to be a move from JGVI into Spoon. He's he's had Alex run into the back of him as well, Alpha. Alex gets away with no damage though. Yeah. I'm going to be honest, that was a very silly place for Yuppie to go for the move, but he was ahead when the contact happened.
Alpha and Alex were going side by side into 130R at one point.
Yeah, Alpha with no front wing wouldn't go for that, I don't think.
That would be quite silly.
It would be very silly, and this is going to have to be an early stop from Alpha. He's going to have to hope he can take those tyres to the end from lap 5. Definitely going to be a big ask for the Alfa Romeo driver. Looking
like a normal wet race at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big moment for Ivan Belov at the top of the hill. Very sideways. This is going to put him under pressure from Edzak now. And he's very wide at the first Degner as well. Getting it sorted out in time for the second Degner though, so not losing too much. Yeah, you just gotta watch these gaps really, because moves will be few and far between in these conditions, but when they do happen, they're going to be very, very difficult to pull off.
Go for a move on. No, he's not.
JGVI goes for one on Yolmir. Out of the hairpin. Just out-tractioned him out of the hairpin, and now Alex is having a look at Yolmir. Alex runs very wide and onto the grass. Just about keeps it on the track. Wow. As that was actually Sal Ferrer running into the back of Rick there, and now Kami is looking at Sal Ferrer around the outside of 130R potentially.
Yeah, he's backed out.
Yeah, he's backed out. So... Wow.
I thought that was it.
Oh, and now we have Alex up the inside of Yolmir, and he spun. Well, he half spun. He's got it just about sorted. Very silly place to go for a move, and he rejoins right into the path of Fryer, and nearly another collision there between those two. Standard wet weather stuff here in F3. That train in the middle of the pack is still huge, isn't it?
I think Unknown's problem is he's having a lot of understeer, from what I can see.
Do you think he's running the wrong setup? He's got damage. He's got damage on the right front part of his wing.
Maybe that happened at the start of the race and we missed it.
Must have.
That will explain the pace deficit. He needs a safety car now.
He does definitely need a safety
It's
car.
impressive that he's held up this amount of people with a broken front wing.
Not really at Japan, to be honest.
It would be at Austria.
it would be at Austria. I'd say, obviously, while it is impressive, at Japan it's one of those tracks where you just position your car right on entry. You're going to prevent any kind of move going on. What is impressive is that he hasn't had any penalties yet. Speaking of keeping cars behind, Yuppie's actually had a great run off of Spoon there.
He's not close enough though, because Unknown's also using overtake. Well,
yeah.
Neither of them are now.
Hello Oliver, another fastest lap of the race.
Does he want to slow down?
Maybe. Gonna be honest.
Yuppie with his pad OP traction in the wet there?
Yeah, definitely got a much better run than Unknown. He's going to look to turn one. Unknown going a little bit defensive to the middle of the road. Yuppie not able to find space on the outside
That
there,
was
and
just
so
solid
keeps
defending
behind.
from unknown there.
Yeah, great
Kept
car
it right
positioning.
where it needed to
Oh,
be.
but look at the traction. Yuppei's got almost thought he was going to go for it there. That would have definitely ended in tears, I can tell you that much.
This is gonna be one hell of a stressful race for unknown.
Oh yeah, 100%. As Cool Beans is actually starting to look like he's got the pace over the cars behind him. Is Kami. He's in the wall through the the third S, on the inside of the third S. What a strange place to be.
That's a shame.
Yeah, and that puts him down to P15.
Unknown needs to watch his ERS. He's got the same amount as Yuppie, but
he's got damage. And
yeah,
Yuppei's got bad traction. Yuppie. Oh, big slide there from unknown, and Yuppie going for a move.
Yuppie's backed out. That was.
And we have Miyake in the wall at Degner 2. And he's trying his hardest to get back on track, trying not to come in the way of anyone else. Just about. He doesn't look like he has damage. Luckily for him, as he gets underway and the yellow flag should disappear any time now. And I think what Yuppie is just demonstrating here is just how hard it is to defend and to attack in the wet against someone who knows how to defend. We actually have a Ferrari at the hairpin stopped. Is that Alpha?
Alpha, who's retired.
Alpha has retired on track. Oh, and there's a big slide from Miyake at Spoon. So, yeah. It's very interesting to be stewarding and commentating, because you see this stuff and you're like, well, I can remember that happened now, and you're getting a penalty. As we have yellows for Miyake once again in the final sector.
Yuppie's going to go for it into Degner 1, maybe? No, you thought better of it.
No, he really does not want to go off of that dry line at all. Sal Ferro makes his way past Rick. Sal Ferro around the outside of Rick at Degner 1.
Yuppie's had a moment, and now Massiek's going to go for it around the outside. There's contact to Massiek's around! Well, and he's broken his front wing.
Yeah, that for me, that was on Yuppie.
Yeah, same. That was... just came across him, really, didn't he? Oh, no, yeah. JGBI's just gone into the back of Massiek. Yeah,
very, very unfortunate for Massiek there to get damaged like that, and that's both Alfa Romeos in this race now. With
JJ Dog said that the damage from unknown was on Edzak on that one.
Oh, instead going 3 wide through the exit Spoon. There's yellows everywhere, and they're sorted. Not sure what that was about, as unknown now once again under pressure from Yuppie.
Yuppie keeps backing out of things that may be tricky, but like I almost feel like in this situation he
has to go for something.
Go for it.
Because I mean,
he now has the ERS.
Look how far behind he is as JGVI is overtaken by Massiek, and Massiek pits. We also had Miyake with another moment in the first sector there. Miyake coming up to be lapped now by Oliver. So, not a good race for him at all, as he makes another mistake at second Degner, and he is now lapped. So
Yuppie is not as close to unknown as he was on previous laps, although having said, oh no, Yuppie at the moment.
Yeah, he looks like he's been struggling a bit. Maybe tyre wear is starting to kick in. Obviously, he has been.
Also that, but having said that, it's also the corners that unknown's going to struggle with are the ones at the top of the hill and Spoon and.
Oh, Yuppie on the grass on the exit of Degner 2, and he's on the grass on the entry to the hairpin. So definitely looks like he's struggling a bit. On the exit of the hairpin too, he's had a horrible run, and Mats is all over him now as Yolmir is passed by Alex at the hairpin. So definitely some moves going on there today. Yeah, maybe
Yuppie's out of a second with unknown now. What is happening?
Yeah, he's been sliding around a lot, and we have yellows in the final sector. It's Miyake once again. Hopefully that doesn't get in the way of a potential overtake. I don't think he's going to go for it too far back this time. Maybe, as Yuppie has a bit of a slide through 130R. maybe he can catch him into turn 1 as Juppé with a huge cut on the chicane there.
Game might let him get away with that. Oh, no, never mind too.
Yeah, using all of his ERS now, Juppé, as Mats has the unfortunate issue of being between two cars, one defending.
In my opinion, that was a big mistake of ERS usage from Juppé.
Yeah. To be fair, at this track, I don't think the main straight's really the place to use it unless you're going for an overtake.
Yeah, not only that, but like...
Ooh, big slide there from Juppé.
If I was Juppé, I'd want to save my ERS, because you would hope that you'd be able to catch a car with damage in the work.
Yeah, and JGVI, he's had an incident at the first part of the S
section. On the grass again, and Mats has come down!
Oh, down the inside of Degner 1! Wow. I think he might have gotten a warning for cutting that though. As Miyake has now stopped at the S section, I think he's going to retire on track. So now look at...
No, actually he didn't get a warning for that. He got a warning on the last one.
Oh wow. It must have been right on the limit then. I know that the game's a bit more lenient in the wet with track limits, of course, but it was a bit more than all four wheels off the track, wasn't he?
Yeah, the game does let you get away with it. Degner one though, like cut a little bit. Yeah,
it's true. As Haylar Oliver with another fast lap of this race. I tell you what, Juppé is really struggling. He's fallen backwards towards South Ferrer now, and Mats is getting away.
He didn't have damage the last time I checked.
He doesn't visually have damage.
No, he doesn't.
So, I'm not sure what's going on with Juppé here. Maybe his tyres just fell off as he's derating at the start of the straight, and that could put him under pressure from the Ferrari now, who has much more overtake. Look at the difference in overtake between these two cars. Miyake with 3 seconds.
Oh, Unknown's made a mistake. Oh. Saw him go very wide at turn 1.
And Juppé also made a slight mistake, but it hasn't cost him too much, I don't think. Just looking at these gaps here in the wet, and one of the reasons.
This is why I don't like wet races.
Yeah, the wet quali is fun, but wet races are not. Oh, Juppé way on the grass.
That's how Mats got past him. He did that last lap, and didn't you say he did that before as well?
Not to that extent, but he did do it, as Miyake retires in the pits. So, I think what is happening is through the little left before he's losing the back end. He's going very wide and losing the back end, and look at the traction difference here that South Ferrer's got compared to him. Much better line to the hairpin.
It's because he's using overtake there. So which means yeah.
Why would you use
off the
overtake
track
there?
With his understeer.
Yeah.
Mats could have a run on him here.
Mats with a huge run on him.
He needs.
Unknown has 70% summon. He's actually stopped using it though. And Mats doesn't go for a move.
I'm surprised that Unknown's able to carry so much speed through 130R with that wing.
Yeah, to be honest. Miyake's car came out of the pits back onto track and has stopped at turn 1. So we have yellow flags for the first the first straight and pretty much the rest of the track except the first sector. Yeah, I think his tyres are done for.
That could be a huge undercut though.
Yeah, definitely could work out for him, but I think he's in the pits as well. Yeah, he's definitely going to get past Unknown, I would say, because Unknown will change his front wing.
Yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't.
I'm intrigued to see what Unknown's pace is like with a proper front wing.
Or maybe he doesn't and tries to defend 5th.
Yeah, maybe.
Because if he changes that front wing, he'll have to catch and overtake other cars, which, as this race has proven, is very difficult in these conditions. So it's definitely a possibility that he just leaves it as it is and tries to defend what he's got. We'll see probably at the end of this lap anyway. Mats saving his ERS amazingly, and that's very wide at the hairpin. And Mats is going to be through. He's going to be through.
I know, that might have been on purpose for Unknown trying to get a good exit.
I don't think it's going to work quite as he wants in these conditions though, because that dry line is just where the traction is. It's worked out from this time, and Sal Ferrer catching these guys now. ALR Oliver with another fastest lap. So he's probably not pitting anytime soon. As Mats has a little
why
look,
did
but
I not think
go
to
for a move.
look that whether Unknown had damage when I said he had loads of understeer? I just realised that. I was literally saying about how much understeer he had earlier.
It's okay, we all make mistakes and they carry on. All three cars carry on here.
This could be good for you, Payne.
Yeah. Although with how quickly Yuppei's tyres apparently died, I'm not so sure.
Yolmo and Fry's in the pits though.
And Sal Ferrer with a much better run than Mats, of course not really an overtaking place, but he had a little look. He looks like he's got so much more grip than the Red Bull ahead of him. Just look at the way he's positioning his car, the front end looking a lot nicer as well.
That's the corner Unknown struggles with the most, I've noticed.
And even there, I think he's done slightly better than Mats did through there. Sal Ferrer, I think, is the quickest car out of these three at the moment.
This is very impressive from Unknown though. Like...
Yeah.
I think I'd have lost all faith in life if that was me.
Well, I think Season 3, which of course was F1 2019, I actually had red damage on my right side and orange on my left side. And I held Vilzu and Low-Key behind me for 20 laps.
Dude, does that man just whip a fight, please?
I don't know why no one's just targeted his weak point and just tried to maximise it. To be honest, because we've already seen that Mats has made one move at Deck Norris. He pits,
Oh, no.
Mats pits.
Oh no! Oh, he nearly lost it. I
And,
want to know. I wonder if Unknown's going to try it.
Well, the no stop.
It might be his only chance.
I think
I don't
he
know what
might
the
be able
tyre
to
wear's
do it.
like. Maybe JJ Dog could put in the comments.
Yeah, Loki, this is where all the way to the end.
But like, if I'm thinking about it, if everyone in front of him pits, that puts him in a net P2.
Yeah. Which could be very, very strong. Although I have a feeling he might be letting his teammate through. JJ Dog,
JJ,
is what's Unknown's tyre wear like?
Is the no stop possible?
As Yolmi very close to the back of Kami. Oh, he's going for it! Thinks better because Kami took so hugely wide
Salfair
left.
is going for it, unknown. No, he's just backed out of it. Didn't want to do a Vettel
Coming
and
into
Verstappen.
Spoon. Yeah. Very smart. Look, he's going to have a much better exit out of Spoon though. This is going to be it.
I don't
You
know.
would imagine.
I don't think it is.
Paul Jones with the penalty.
He's not close enough.
Wow. He had a
47
much
front,
better line though.
40 back. Unknown could do it.
He could, maybe, just
But
about.
it
Oh, so we have
will-
yellows. Paul Jones at the hairpin.
Unknown could do a no stop, but it would retire so much luck. There's Salfair's into the pits now. Unknown's promoted. What? Who was it? It was Ed's actor pit that promoted Unknown to P4.
Yeah. He pitted last lap with Mats. Let's see where Salfaro comes out, because that's his teammate just going past. Yuppie is ahead of Mats, but only just.
ALR Oliver's gonna,
Oh, it's going to be
hoping he
close
doesn't do a
between
Sebastian
Yuppie and
Vettel.
Salfaro, and Yuppie's through and Mats is through. Ooh, not where he was hoping to be, so that undercut is very powerful here.
So if Unknown pits now, he's way behind these guys.
Yeah. He'll be at least 5-10 seconds behind because of the front wing change and the undercut, so I think he might be somewhere around, maybe even behind Alex if he pits now. So 10th place. As we
I
have
say yellow flag. Paul Jones Jr.
yeah, he's retired in
in
the
the
pits.
pits.
Mr. Pep has also pitted.
JGPI! I just cut the JGPI and he's wiggling about. These three, Yuppie, Mats and Salfera, they're having a great battle.
Yeah, they're all looking like they're a lot more comfortable in this fresher rubber, but must say some of these lines are very interesting. As we have more yellows, I think that's Paul Jones's car coming back onto the track.
Unknown has caught Ivan.
Ivan's in the pits.
He is now, but when I said it, he was only just coming into the pits. That gap was 10 seconds, was it not?
You think so? Yeah. Maybe Ivan's tyres just dying way quicker than the people around him. There's Cool Beans and AR Oliver both yet to pit. Edzak's fastest lap of the race.
Thinking about it, if Cool Beans does a no-stop and ALR Oliver comes in, Cool Beans would be ahead of him.
Yeah. Just about though.
Yeah.
And in a few laps' time, that might not be the case. Might just be what Oliver's doing. He might just be making sure he has a gap to the car behind so he can pit.
That's true.
But
yeah, if I was unknown at this point, I think it has to be the no-stop.
Yeah. If he gets a puncture at the end, that's unlucky. If he doesn't, it is lucky. So.
If he gets a puncture at the end, then he was unlucky and it was a great performance. If he doesn't get a puncture at the end, then I think I know who has to be driver of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
Although ALR Oliver with a 20.5 second gap lead at the front.
Would definitely challenge for that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think, if I have a quick look. Yeah, we've had Alex, who's up 9 positions from where he started after contact on lap 1. Been fairly solid from him so far, but I also don't think he has stopped, sorry. The top 4 are the only cars not to stop yet. As Unknown is being caught by Rick. Okay, Unknown's tyres just hit 50%. With 10 laps to go in this race.
I think he can do it.
And Rick pits. So the top 3 are the only cars yet to stop in this race now.
I think Unknown can do this.
Yeah, especially since he's now not battling so hard, so he can use this period to save his tyres a bit. Edzak's is just under 5 seconds behind, and that's it.
Rick. Oh no, it was just lag.
It was just lag, yeah. Yeah, Houseman, Oliver, 21 seconds in the lead now. As Rick comes out, it's going to be close with Fryer, but I think he's just about got the position, and Fryer hits him and is off! Fryer's in the, gravel at turn 1. Just about keeping it out of the wall. Jesus, that was some late avoiding action from Fryer there.
Awesome. Yeah. Yolmer only a 10th going, came he?
The battle for 14th as they come through the S section. You can see this pack that originally was very bunched up is starting to spread out a bit, but it's still there, isn't it? There's look how close Yuppie, Mats and Sal are. Ooh, bit of a moment there from Yolmir, but he is well and truly all over the gearbox of that Renault, isn't he?
So I'm just really enjoying watching this battle between Salfera and Yuppie.
Okay, confirmed both Williams are no stopping.
I think that's the right call.
I don't know, I think if Cool Beans gets the gap to Unknown, it would be the call to stop. But that depends on what Oliver's doing. Because that would allow Oliver to stop, but I think at this rate Oliver's going to be able to stop anyway. So yeah. I think they might have to give up on the win here.
Actually, yeah, that's a shout. I think Corbyn's might need to come in.
Yeah. But only once.
Oh, actually, no, he hasn't. He has not got the gap to Edzak.
He has not got the gap to Unknown either. And hopefully, you'd imagine that Unknown would hold up Edzak for him. But how many laps is that going to take?
Personally, if I was
Yolmir now down the inside of turn 1 on Kami. Kami goes very wide and off the track, and Yolmir comes through.
I'd be
Up into
interested to see what
P14, and
happens
South Ferrer and Mats had a bit of a touch through the S section there.
I don't know. Oh, Key South in the wall.
Ew, it's all gone wrong, he's got damage.
And he stopped on track.
Yeah, he's going to have to let all these guys pass before he can...
Surely that's got to be a safety car. There's literally a track... Okay, or like a virtual safety car or something. That was just a car stopped in the middle of the track.
You know what this game's like. Hi
Right
Carson,
now,
hi
if there's a
Houseman.
safety car, it would be literal heaven for Unknown.
I think it would be literal heaven for the top 3 in general. As very strange for South Ferrer to be using
I don't
overtake.
think... Oliver and Corbyn's in.
Ooh.
Well, Oliver can. He'll come out
Yeah,
later.
but Cool Beans won't.
But Corbyn's wouldn't... I don't know. I think that's the right call for him anyway.
I think he should have waited longer.
Think about the tyre advantage on Edzak though. And now Unknown can hold Edzak up.
Yeah, but if you think, how long has Unknown kept cars behind him and Unknown had damage? So fresh tyres isn't as much as an advantage here as I think you would normally think it is. I think this is a mistake from Cool Beans. I think he might get stuck behind Edzak because Edzak will be stuck behind Unknown.
Will Edzak be stuck behind Unknown? That's the question.
Well, if he doesn't get stuck behind Unknown, Cool Beans has definitely made a mistake.
Well, he will definitely be held up by Unknown if he goes into the grass again.
Yeah, yeah. He's on the grass.
And he's in the grass again!
He's doing a Yuppie. I'm seeing a connection here between what Yuppie was doing and what Edzak. Look at the overtake on the exit of the hairpin. I mean, I get why you'd use it there, but not when you're that close to a car, surely.
No way.
Fryer, 3 seconds. And actually, you can see there's very few people having penalties compared to what you would expect here at Japan. We have yellows in the middle sector.
If Unknown actually gets P2 in this race, then I've seen it all.
Yolmir causing the yellows, I think. No, it was Yuppie. Yuppie caused the yellows.
Oh.
But he's so far ahead of Mats now that it doesn't really matter. I think Mats' collision with Sal Ferro put him out of that fight a bit. As,
Yeah, definitely.
Probably also going to see that one in the steward's room later. But look at the pace that Cool Beans is catching up to Edzak's with. Gap already 2.5 seconds, just under now.
To see what the team
2.3.
orders will be here as well.
I think if Cool Beans gets past Edzak, Unknown will have to let him go. I can't see that they can't do that.
But maybe Unknown will want the championship points.
I mean, especially this early in the season, yeah, but it would be a big risk for Williams because that would mean that you'd have to have Cool Beans with fresh tyres and no damage trying to overtake his old tired damaged teammate.
Yeah, well, when it comes down to a title fight, we're talking Hamilton-Rosberg here.
Yeah. Well, Edzak's very wide and on the wet patches there, and Cool Beans already within a second on Edzak. Sorry, I keep calling him Edzaks by his old name, but it's Edzak. You know, so. And J.R. Oliver, fastest lap of the race, 1:41.7. Wow, 22.5 seconds over Unknown, who's currently P2.
I remember when I did my league race on Thursday, when I was taking my tyre to the end, and it got to this point in the race when I was looking and I was like, 6 more laps, come on.
Edzak was derating there just before the line, and look how little ERS he has.
Oh wow!
And look at Cool Beans.
Edzak's in trouble here.
Yeah, look at Cool
ERS.
Beans. And look at Unknown. Unknown has the most ERS out of all 3 of them. Actually, that's not true. I think Cool Beans has slightly more. As Yolmir passes Masiek, Masiek pits actually. And there's yellows. I think
Edzak's gone wide. Corbyn's could be on him, man.
I think Masiek crashed into the pit lane.
Oh no!
But he looks fine now. Yeah, so now this three-man train, and we all know the problems with three-man trains.
Edzak! Oh my god, Edzak's on the grass. Corbyn's is going to have it.
Oh no!
Maybe?
Better exit from Edzak's though. Edzak's with a big swapper.
No, Corbyn's has got him. Look at the ER off as well.
Huge tank slapper.
Oh, he's on the grass.
Yeah.
All of this is helping Unknown.
I don't think Edzak's was having any of that, to be honest.
There was space left.
Yeah, but the tank slapper and the exit of the hairpin, I think, actually helped him more than you would have thought from a tank slapper. Look how low on ERS Edzak's is. Oh, 5 laps to go in this race as next time they cross the line.
This is spicy.
This is very, very spicy.
Edzak's he's
derated.
He's below 10%.
Yeah, derating. And now look at Cool Beans
He's
with the
going
run.
down to 0%.
He's got to use it, otherwise Cool Beans would be past him. Oh, as Unknown goes wide and Edzak has a little room on the inside. Does not work out for him, but what it will do is it'll just wet the lips of Cool Beans even more, I'd imagine. Oh no! Everyone, I think all 3 of them were a bit out of shape then. Yeah.
Oh, this is the stage where Unknown's tyres are going to be
kamikazing. Oh, look at Edzak's
line.
He was definitely looking for that space in the outline. He did, he was too narrow into the first Degner.
In my opinion, I think Edzak could make he's vulnerable to making a mistake here, because he looks like he desperately wants that move.
Yeah, he's seeing the car come up behind him and he's getting more and more desperate by the lap, isn't he? Although he did quite well to save a bit of ERS there, as we have a virtual safety car for Fryer crashing out.
Godsend for Unknown.
Where did Fryer crash out?
I don't.
Oh, it's at Degner 1. Degner 1. Inside of Degner 1. What? What? Hold on. The inside of the. Where is there even a wall there?
There is, yeah.
Hold on.
But it's very far to the inside.
That must have been. He must have hit the grass and had a huge spin. Yeah. And that, I think Fryer's season so far had started.
Oh, actually, this could save Edzak with the CRS.
Yeah, but Fryer's season has very much started how it ended, and not how he would have wanted it to start. To be honest, I think looks like they're going a bit faster. Maybe the VSC ending soon. Yep, the grass. Fryer says he confirms the grass. Cool Beans had a look at it. Cool Beans is round. He cut off by Edzak's completely. He was alongside, and just.
I'm guessing Unknown's completely safe for that P2 now. And
JTVI, why is he pitted? He's gonna be last. Yep. Maybe not. No.
He got a drive-through. He had a drive-through.
Oh yeah. Oh rip.
Edzak's.
He's looking for it. He's definitely getting more desperate because look who else has joined the party. We have Ivan. Ivan who has 100% ERS here.
Edzak's. Oh my Jesus, oh lordy.
Small bit alongside there, but he's on the outside and that's not going to help him at all. Ivan taking a very wide line. Not too sure about that one, of course.
Unknown's on 73% tyres.
Oh, sends it! He did it! He used overtake through Spoon, and now Ivan's going to get past.
Nah, I don't think he is.
I definitely got a bit alongside. I think he's going to go for it into the chicane here. with his penalty. He's gone for it. There's been a collision and
Yeah.
Ivan's... Oh, he just about caught
He's
it.
not
He's going
out
to
there.
switch
That was
back.
silly
He's going to
from
switch
Ivan.
back. And he's through. Ivan's through. And so Williams, after looking good for a possible 2-3, are now 4 and 5.
It's still better than Unknown would have been.
No, I agree that Unknown shouldn't have pitted, but Coolbean definitely shouldn't have pitted. I
And my intervals are broken again.
yeah, mine too. So I don't have a clue now. I think at this stage you've got to have a look at. I mean, like even what we said. We said that Coolbeans had to get the gap to Edzax, and he ended up behind him, and he ended up getting spun by Edzax. So
That's true.
although if Unknown, of course, with only 3 laps left, can keep close, he can get Ivan here on penalties. And
I think Ivan's going to fly away.
well,
No
Ivan's
damage and no fresh tyres.
Ivan's going to get caught up by Edzax. So I think Ivan is quicker than Edzax here. So if those two have a bit of a battle, that could bring Unknown right into the picture for P3. And if Edzax ends up with any kind of penalty for that,
I mean, it's not looking good for him.
yeah. And look how quickly Coolbeans is caught back up, and Mats has passed Juppé. We've missed this one with all the craziness going on. Mats has caught back up to
Finally.
Juppé and is through, and Alex now looking for a
Alex is having
switchback
a go
on
at him.
Juppé. Juppé, oh, he's on the grass, and he
this
touches
is
Alex this round, he's in the wall. No damage, but
I didn't quite see what happened there. I just saw the contact.
that was Juppé's bad, I think. And he's found himself outside the points as a result. He got on the grass, and when he slid back onto the track into the side of Alex. I think that was Juppé's mistake, and he's cost himself points, really. Look, outside of the points after all that from Juppé. He will not be happy with himself. And so intervals have come back, and Unknown just on the edge of that 3 seconds, so yeah. And Coolbeans now 1.2 behind his team. We have yellow flags in the middle sector. Slow moving Mr. Pep, I think. TLR Olivos. We're watching these guys come through the second sector split, and ALR Oliver is across the line and into turn 1 and 2. 33 seconds is the lead now. I think this is maybe one of the most dominant displays.
2013 Sebastian Vettel sort of stuff here.
This is one of the most dominant displays in ERO history, I think, even with Maxro. Oliver to F1, Jesus is live now. No. No. Oh, and Coolbeans nearly makes contact with his teammate there. Unknown fighting it still. No, he's not. He's let him go. Coolbeans up into P4. Because at least with this pace, Coolbeans has the potential of getting a podium, and that's just more points for the team, isn't it?
Yeah, Coolbean's absolutely sensei. He can get P3 and even possibly a P2.
I think he can get P2 if he just maximises these last 2 laps. We have Juppé, JGVI.
Oh, 100%. Hold on. Look at the rate Coolbeans is catching.
Yeah, but JGVI is in the wall at the final corner.
Safety car. Safety car. Oh, it's only second last lap, it can't be. Oh.
No, it's impossible. Oh, it looks like he's made a mistake on the exit at 130R. He's completely lost it. I'm surprised that's not a VSC. That car is dangerously positioned. Interesting.
I want a VSC here.
No, but look at Coolbeans. 3.2. Sorry, is the gap.
Some pace.
This is definitely one of the strongest comebacks I think we've seen in F3. Maybe not in all of ERO. We've had some pretty good ones. I mean,
Season 3 Russia wasn't a bad one.
Yeah, me and you at Spain season 4. Both of us, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but I did.
You
get
got
killed.
killed. You got killed by eyesight, but
JTVI. I went from hero to zero.
Yeah, even I went from 0 to hero to 0. Yeah. As look at the gap now, 3 seconds between Coolbees and Ivan. I think Ivan's found a bit of pace, if I'm being honest. Ivan.
Everyone says that he thinks that Oliver will be there in F1. I don't know.
If he ends up in F1, he'll be last.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Well, as it stands at the moment, anyway. Of course, people get better over time. Oliver with 3 seconds.
Now he's only going to win by 33.
Oh no, but if Cool Beans had never pitted.
No, because ALR Oliver would have flown away.
No, but he would have come out behind him.
No, he wouldn't.
Well, Matt's with 3 seconds, and that's...
The gap was like 23 seconds.
Yeah, but I think the stops here are about 24.
Yeah, it's
And
about 20, I believe.
in the wet. Oh, and ALR Oliver wins the race.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm watching Cool Beans go into speed.
Yeah, well, I mean, Edzak will come home to take second. He's run out of ERS again. How has he done it? Coming through 130 are now the Ferrari driver. And he's had an eventful race in the second half. Not so much to the first half. He was just following others round, but comes to cross the line now, and he will be P2, 34 seconds behind our winner ALR Oliver. Ivan will cross the line in P3, but it will be Cool Beans who takes P3 in this race. Ivan P4. Unknown will take P5 just ahead of Mats. The gap 6/10 as they cross the line. However, Mats will have a 3-second time penalty.
Doing a no-stop deserves a clap.
Yeah, Alex 7th and Rick 8th. Yolmir will come home from 9th. That is a very quiet recovery race, and 400ths behind Rick across the line.
That's nice.
Kami with P10, another recovery driver.
He's in the grass again.
And Juppe will come home pointless from this race. He actually has damage on his left, which he didn't have the last time I saw him. But he's gonna have a bit of a oh no! Masiek will come home in P12, and Sal Ferrer, after what was such a strong race, very unfortunate for him to have the collision with Mats, and he will end up last of the unlapped drivers in P13. 14 finishes from 19 starters, 5 retirements in this race. Driver of the day, Alex. No, probably not my driver of the day.
No, I think it has to go to ALR Oliver.
Yeah. And
probably unknown if he was able to get a podium, but
yeah, it all went a bit wrong.
Tyres just
fell away from him.
Yeah, unlucky.
Yeah, it says he was 85% at the end.
That wasn't at the end.
That would no, sorry, it was before
You sent
the
that
end.
message, yeah.
So, yeah, your winner today, ALR Oliver. Look at that fastest lap compared to everyone else as well. P2 going to Edzak here. P3 Cool Beans in the Williams. Very disappointing for him to not get P2, I think, but his incident with Edzak earlier on in the race is what put him there. Poorly timed stop, in my opinion. Ivan, P4, very strong race from P6. He was quiet most of the race, but P4, very solid result. Unknown, P5, the only no-stopper today, and with damage the entire race from lap 1. Very well done to him. Mats, P6, and Alex, P7. P8, Rick, Yolmir, 9th, strong recovery, and Kami again, strong recovery, P10. Juppe, Masiek, Sal Ferrer, and were your non-lapped outside the points guys, and Pep, the only lapped driver at the end there. JGVI, Fryer, Paul Jones, Miyake, and Alpha did not finish this race. Look at Vilzu. Oh no. I wish we could say that, but we just can't. So yeah, pretty strong race. So we need to invite Oliver, Edzak, and Cool Beans to the
Yeah.
party. Cool Beans, you're his biggest fan, so you must be happy with how we did. No bias in the commentary, please. You had your moments. I've added Oliver. I'm not sure about that one, dude. Edzak added to the party, and finally the beans, which are cool. Isn't there like a number at the end of his name? Seven. It's 7. There he is.
Like CR7, but it's like
CB7.
CB7. Yeah.
Yes, Coutinho, we're doing that.
Right, guys.
Hello.
Good
Just
afternoon.
waiting for the other podium finishers to arrive.
Yeah. Coutinho.
Yeah. Oh, Sniper was asking why we don't stream in 1080p. Because I have a broke boy 1 TB PS4 original. That is why. And JJ Dog with the classic comment, lol. We will wait until 22 past, I think, for everyone else to join.
Should we think?
Yeah, I'm just doing that, in the process of doing that.
Corbyn's driver of the day for joining podium interview.
Yeah, literally, right? Interview of the day. Why can't I ping Edzax? What's going on?
I can't ping him either.
Someone else can! Oh, there he is. Just ping them both, gonna give them a couple of minutes.
Most recent message from an F3 driver, all I'm going to say is sigh.
Oliver can't join, okay.
Okay.
So still waiting on
they've-
word from Edzax though.
Cool Beans is god tier for joining interview.
Yeah. We like people that join interviews.
We do. Also, that was kind of an immense comeback after the half spin.
Oh, well, I'm definitely going to report it, but
Definitely.
it was,
Did look good.
yeah, I felt alright and tried to, I mean, it's a little bit of team orders going on as well, so yeah, that should have been a P2, but yeah, it was alright.
Oh well. As always.
Yeah,
It's
my first question was at the start of the race. It was pretty hectic into turn 1. How was that from your perspective?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I got a half decent start. I think it was 3 cars behind me that got even better starts, but luckily it was just sort of I was a little bit too far in front to get involved with it all, so a bit lucky. But
Yeah, your teammate, on the other hand, was not quite
no,
so lucky.
no, not lucky at all. What? Yeah, great drive from him though.
Yeah, no stop with damaged front wing to still finish 5th is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of stops, why did you stop then?
Well, it was more. I was always going to follow what Oliver was doing.
Right.
Just because of, mate, to be honest, the tyres were going, and we were sort of talking about it for the last sort of lap before that, and then I was either going to pick that lap or the lap after. So, and I wasn't risking it. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think for you, what you needed to happen, I don't know, what you kind of needed to happen was for Oliver to hit, and then, I don't know.
Yeah, because what we were saying in the commentary was you really need to do the opposite to what Oliver's doing. If Oliver pitted, you needed to stay out and no stop, because you could have maybe been in front of him, held him up a bit, and he got a penalty at the end, so you never know how that could have played out. But we were also saying that if you got the gap to Edzak's an unknown, and Oliver had not stopped yet, that you should have stopped just to make sure that you were going to get to the end.
Yeah.
But so I think you probably stopped in the time of the race where it was worst to do so for you. And so that put you behind.
Still works out all right though.
Yeah, put you behind. Put you behind drivers you didn't want to be behind, and ultimately you had an incident as a result. So yeah, we were a bit confused when you were in the pits.
I was umming and ahhing, and then I just tyre wear.
I know what you mean. Sometimes you're just not sure what to do, and then I've done it about 900 times in league races.
Yeah, I think my final question there has got to be about the whole Edzak's situation. So, from your point of view, how alongside were you going into that first corner?
I'm going to try and get the clip up of it now, but I was more than like nearly past him into the at least alongside, and he sort of just took the racing line as usual, and
Right, so you think you should have got more space there?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. It put you a long way behind and kind of ruined the chances of a Williams double podium. But
yeah,
very unfortunate.
Yeah,
I
think that's all the questions I had, because it wasn't the most exciting race for you at all, was it?
I don't think there are many questions for anyone. Like if Oliver was here, it would be like, how was
the wet? Was it wet?
That man took social distancing to the extreme.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe we'd have had a few questions for you, Pay, but he finished 11th, so yeah, I think that's got to be it. 25 past, so we have half an hour, or just, well, yeah, it would be probably closer to 20-25 minutes.
I'm going to get a coffee and a drink and then kill myself.
Yeah, it will be about 20 to 25 minutes before we really start commentating the F2 race, because that will start at 6. Although there is a good chance that we might just keep the same stream going. So instead of starting a new stream for the F2 race, we will just continue with the current stream.
Fair enough. Oh, JGV,
yeah. He spun on the formation. I see. I like how he blocked out the bit where he says he spun as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully F2's not wet. so that we can have a bit of variation in today's races. But even I guess even if it is wet, I guess maybe some braver individuals in that lobby will put on a maybe slightly cleaner, but slightly more interesting show. Because I think we have discovered here that racing in the wet is just not it, is it? Qualifying in the wet,
It's not.
really fun, love it, would do it every race. Racing in the wet, no.
No way. Not for one.
So yeah, I mean, gotta go with what you got though. We had, I think, by the standards of a wet weather race, it was pretty good. You
Should
know.
do practice with them now.
I don't know if we'd be able to put that on the ERO channel.
That would be a great part of the story. We're just driving around waiting for the F2.
No, wait, should we do like a track? Last time we tried this, Routinho told us off.
Really?
That was Russia, between the F2 and 3 races there.
Bye, Corbies.
Bye! Yeah, we got told off for it. So unless we get the green light from Routinho, we can't do any track guides or anything. Because I think it would be cool, you know, if we could record a track dive now, someone could cut it out, and we could post it like before the F1 race tomorrow or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, because let's be honest, F5 through to F2 is really just the support races. The main event is the F1 race.
Why do
It's
I
harsh.
keep having pings in helper zone? I can't work out where I've been pinged.
I keep getting the same thing. There's literally no one's typing in helper zone, but
What if I just say markers red? There we go. Now it's gone.
yeah. So we will leave the stream running. Actually, I'll message Routinho, see what he wants us to do. Because if we do keep the stream running, there will be a period here where we're just silent. So please don't think that we're just accidentally left it on or anything.
Because I'm going to go and get a drink and a coffee. And a banana.
I might have to go eat my dinner like any second now.
Love that.
So,
Right, I'll be back in a sec.
and then there was one. Yeah. So just waiting on Coutinho's response. We will most likely keep the stream running. That's usually how it's worked in the past, but it's obviously nice just to get a bit of confirmation. I actually have to go for dinner now, so yeah. It will. As I pulls out, it will be 15 or so minutes of silence, so no one will be talking. But don't think that we're just not doing anything. We will be back. Yeah. Hello. Guess not. Oh, there we go. There we go. I just had a very confusing moment where I came upstairs to hear my little brother, who is a wannabe roadman,
Yeah.
singing Maroon 5 at the top of his voice.
That's such a thing for your brother to do. And my ears popped again like it did yesterday. That's all.
Very, very odd. Oh, I already see some names in here I'm gonna struggle with.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this might be a very good grid to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Latino, Sniper, Funky G, Sunset, Houseman, Felt,
Wait, Wackener, Flo,
Wagonor,
Patuka.
Jonkenstein, Houseman, yeah, obviously, I've already said that, but still.
Yeah.
I'm so interested to see how Houseman's going to do in F2.
If he's using no line, I don't think he'll be right at the front, but I think he'll challenge. Of course, Felt will be here as well with Sunset.
Well, Houseman's giving me, hope. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, okay.
I only did a 26-4 in quali and I spun 4 times in a race.
Aha! um. Look at what Martino put in the comments.
Oh, let me see.
Also, Martino, if you're still watching, would you mind putting in the place where the stream normally pings people?
Yeah.
That
Like, ping people
the
say
new-
that it's the same
yeah.
stream.
Ping everyone to say F2 is starting on the same stream.
I'm gonna save me, baby, I need. Please save me. Wait, what? Sorry. That's so funny. Hang on, Mika, you should be shooting people. Why are you in the comments?
Oh, we have the first F3 incident report. It's Masiek reporting Yuppie. We then have Masiek reporting
do you remember
Yolmi.
that incident? Do you remember the
I
incident?
remember it. We also have Masiek reporting Yolmi. We have Cool Beans reporting Edzax. We have Yolmi reporting Masiek. Alpha report.
I may come out of today looking pregnant.
Alpha is also reporting Yuppie.
Basically, right, you know what I said I ordered earlier?
No.
KFC, right?
Oh yeah.
Then my mum comes in my room and goes, "So what pizza do you want? We're getting Domino's."
Oh man. Do you know what I just had?
What?
Ham, egg and chips.
That's decent to be fair.
But I don't eat eggs, so I had ham and chips.
How can you not eat egg?
I don't like it. I don't know why. I just don't. Probably because
You're an
my
author.
mum cooks it, but don't like much that she cooks, to be honest.
Your mum has a habit of having dodgy eggs.
Very funny. I might actually log into the ERO account and change the title in a minute, but I also really want to watch this incident between Cool Beans and...
Well, it already says double header European Racing Organisation F2 Season 5.
Yo, Watinho! When did you do that? 1:12:19 is the timestamp. Oh, that's about a minute ahead. That'll do, 1:12:11. That is close enough, lads. Oh, it's the VSC restart. Of course it was, yeah. Oh, Edsax had an awful restart. In fact, it was so bad that Cool Beans was alongside him on the restart, 3 seconds up on his delta.
Oh my god.
Ooh. There's an initial move there, which I would say is bad. But then, because of the initial move, Cool Beans backs out before the contact happens. and was not, in my eyes, significantly alongside. I mean, he was when you get to the point where you turn in for the corner, yeah, 100%. But he backed out of it, and the contact still happened.
Yeah, but that's still him trying to back out. And
yeah, but the problem is with that is because of the VSC restart, I have no clue where the braking zone actually is.
Oh no, that's 100% on Edsax, surely.
No, I'm not saying it's not on Edsax. It's just
I think he's going to get a penalty for that.
Because you see the first move as well, where he moves across.
Yeah.
I think
also the contact is front wheel to rear wheel, and ERO's rules do say front wheel to rear wheel.
The ERO no longer has rules.
I don't know. I feel going into that corner, he deserved to be less space there, and he wasn't.
I think if it was normal circumstances and that had happened, I would have said back out. But because A, he was already alongside to begin with, and B, the first bit of contact happens, that makes it Edzak's fault. Because you could visually trying to back out of the situation. I think he was at the moment that we need to start looking at things. I think he was enough alongside.
There's Jonkenstein, a tapper. Oh yeah, a tapper. He's
yeah, a tapper's going to be good. Sarakaya, Jesper. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I was about to say those exact words.
It must be true if we're both saying it. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I think, as head steward of F3, Edzax is getting a penalty.
I think it is. And Yuppie.
I haven't seen it yet. Don't ruin it.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, well, I don't know what you were looking at, because obviously, I was about to say it was on stream, and then remembered that you're the one streaming.
Yeah.
Because I was I saw exactly what Masiek put in there.
I really can't remember too much from that race, to be honest. I am always like this after a race. I like get to the end of it and be like, so, what actually happened?
Oh, I'm gonna die. How am I gonna eat a Domino's?
Oh yeah, Yuppie's getting a penalty for the Alpha one too. That is
36-40.
Oh yeah, that's a penalty. Is what that is.
Oh, trying to get on the traction in first gear out of a hairpin in the wet.
Oh, unknown just got reported.
I'm not too sure about whether you get a penalty for that Alpha one.
He didn't give him room to get back on the track.
There was a lot of space on the right.
I just got a friend request from Wiggly Style. Okay then. Okay. I think it's pretty clear he does. Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask. Hold on.
Because at the same time,
we have 2 minutes, so we have a full.
At the same
lobby
time,
as well.
if Alphon goes onto the grass and on that bouncy stuff, and then goes into Yuppie, then I don't know how you can argue that is Yuppie's fault. If you know what I mean.
I get where you're coming from, but from my point of view, Yuppie was a bit over-aggressive with that one.
Oh,
like, he shouldn't.
Is this Ivan reporting on Node? Is this the one that I said Ivan was being silly? I think it might be.
It says that Unknown was moving side to side, and if he does move more than once, we are going to penalise that. But hello to everyone just joining us for the F2 race. The F2 race should be getting underway in under a minute's time.
Oh no, it's not the incident. It's just he says he moves.
Yeah, it should be getting underway in under a minute's time.
Is that more than one move?
You would hope that it's on time, considering we have a full lobby here.
That might be argued. That's 2 moves from unknown.
I'll watch it after this. It's time for F2. This not be stuck up on F3 any longer. If I can find the thing so I can read chat, that would be super helpful. Where does it go? Where does it ping us all for? When the thing comes.
What do you mean?
Where does the stream go? Like what channel?
European Racing Organisation.
Not YouTube channel, Discord channel.
Oh, YouTube. I don't know. Go to your pings on the bottom.
YouTube. No, because I already cleared the ping.
No, but you can go to every ping you've ever had on Discord. There's at the bottom, on the menu, there's an @ one, and you can see all of your mentions.
Okay, let's just have a quick look at...
Houseman, don't spectate Red Bull even if they are winning.
So it says, Alex to F2 movement, hi, please don't spectate me, says Houseman. Routine says no to Alex. Carson, hey, the Red Bull guys here. Houseman, Red Bull for the win. Unknown, Edzak had a high delta because he was cautious on restart. Carson, please don't spectate me. Houseman, just don't spectate Red Bull if they're even winning. Vifelt, Bread be sounding like Bazinga. Wait, now Vicstar. He just a combo of the sidemen.
I'm a combo of this sideman. What?
Carson said, Champ, read chat please. JJ Dog is an idiot. Fry Pepper, you better win Vifelt. Unknown, I seriously have no clue why I've been reported. Carson, Champ, if you watch the Red Bulls you will get a penalty. JJ Dog, House, bad word, will be penalty straight away. And Houseman thanks JJ Cat. And as Patino says, remember everyone to, of course, hit the like button. Because this
or the
will
dislike button if you don't like it. It still helps the algorithm.
Yeah, true. Although no one's going to dislike this because it's us commentating. Like, can you get a better commentating duo anywhere?
No.
I just don't think you can really. As Jesper will be the first car out on track when his engineer wants to let him out. You could, boy. Oh no, he's making him wait for Flo. I hate that glitch. Although I'm pretty sure it affects you more than it affects me, doesn't it?
It affects me all the time.
Yeah. Dry all race and qualifying. So the complete opposite of F3.
Good.
Where we had heavy rain all race and light rain for the second half of qualifying. I say second half, it was more like the final third, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chelsea, final third, a place Chelsea aren't too clinical, to be honest.
They're not too clinical in the final third. They're not very good defensive in the first third.
Whatever. Drunkenstein will be the first car to actually complete a lap because he was allowed through. Are the Williams going to slipstream each other? Here? What? Hold on.
They might not. I think they just came out at the same time.
No, they didn't though. Flo waited for Jesper.
I don't know.
I'm a bit confused. Not that that's anything new, let's be honest.
20 viewers again for quality, that was the same as F3.
What? How has that even happened? That's weird, I don't like it.
Wait, Junkenstein's on mediums, I forgot to point that out. Don't know if you did.
I did not point it out, but... And we're just going to watch Drunkenstein's first lap here. Of course, joined once again midway through last season. Not too bad through the S's so far. Maybe a bit too much understeer from the second part, but looking tidy for the most part. On the climb up the hill. Yeah. Very tidy to begin with through the first Degner. Small downshift, he used 8th there, but yeah, but not too bad on exit by the looks of it. Swinging in now for the hairpin. Lock up on the inside. That's going to affect his run through there a bit. He had a little bit of a wobble on exit 2, staying on the right hand side to minimise run distance here. Braking just after the 50 metres. Very tidy through Spoon so far. Maybe a bit too slow through the second part and maybe not aggressive enough on the acceleration. But overall, tidy. And really that's what you want from your banker lap, isn't it? As through 130R, of course, keeping it a bit tighter towards the middle part of the track. A bit of a movement into the braking zone of the final chicane there is probably not the fastest way to do it. And minimising the run distance to the line by hanging himself over to the right.
27 dead, that's a good one.
27 dead, but Jesper on a 26.7 and Flo 26.5. So I think, as it stands, Drunkenstein still has...
This is close,
yeah, Drunkenstein still has what is the net fastest lap because of tyre choice, but it doesn't really matter, to be completely honest.
Sniper 26.8 as well.
Yeah.
This is weird. Williams, Alpha, Has.
No, what is going on?
McLaren.
Yeah.
Where's Secret Hot Dog? He's on an
out. Yeah, he's on an out lap. Sarakaya, I think, will be it'll actually be. It would be
that's
the
not a bad lap
Ferrari
from
of Wagner. Wagner 26.2. And Sarakaya coming to cross the line.
How do I pronounce the second place guy?
Appen.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're going with.
Sarakaya fourth with a 26.6. Yeah, very nice.
I'm going to watch Houseman on his run because he told me not to.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the same. It's on stream. There you go, Houseman. He backed off!
As soon as we watch him!
Patuka on a lap here, coming down to 130R, side by side with Houseman, in fact. That's not what you normally see in qualifying. And Otapa will be the next one to finish a lap after Patuka. Oh, Patuka pits. Tapper will be the next driver. Oh, he's invalidated. Drunkenstein disqualified for facing the wrong way.
Wait, what?
What?
What's happened?
I think he drove the wrong way.
No, Drunkenstein.
Oh no!
What have I witnessed? Oh no!
A Tapper starts a lap now.
I'm gonna ask on Discord what happened.
Drunkenstein got disqualified. 23 viewers, thank you all. As Secret Hot Dog with the purple first sector, but I don't believe the game for that one. Maybe something to do with the tyre choice here. Coming through the middle sector now, looking tidy overall. So, probably going to be a pretty good lap to open up his session. Very nice through Spoon, using that exit curb nicely. On the run up to the hill, you want to stay over left, he touches the grass a bit, you don't want that. You want to use the left side of the track there to, again, minimise the distance to the next corner. 130R, of course, taken flat before braking into the final chicane. Small lock up there from Hot Dog. That's going to cost him a little bit of time as he wasn't able to cut that final chicane as much as he would like. Crosses the line and it's P13. The 127.6, so about 4/10 quicker than the other medium tyre runner of Wiggly Style. JJ Dog on a lap.
Yeah, I'm watching JJ Dog here and been tidy, but I think you can tell that he's still learning that traction. He's being very hesitant on power.
Yeah.
But it's his first race with no traction control and he's kept it off, so props for that.
Definitely.
Even if he finishes last, it's better than having traction control on.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with that. Oh,
Although,
his teammate
I'm
a bit in the way, Patuka there.
I'm not too optimistic about this lap considering the fact that he is on mediums.
Yeah. Houseman on an outlap with Patuka and Lieben out now. Patuka actually about to start his flying lap just after JJ Dog 10th, 127.2.
That's good. That's,
So
really good.
That's 4/10 quicker than the next medium runner of Secret Hot Dog. So looking good from him. Patuka on a lap on softs right now. So let's just watch this a bit. I wonder what graining looks like on wet tyres.
I don't know.
I just thought that after that last race.
My guy. Third is not the gear from first corner.
Ugh. There's Jesper and Sniper on flying laps as well. It's looking good from Patuka so far, very tidy. He's coming up on JJ Dog next bit of traffic. He just cleared the Williams of Jesper, I think it was, who is on a flying lap apparently. So.
Oh, it's Houseman's. What? Not invalidated? He was about a mile off the track.
What corner?
Sector 2 on exit.
Jesus. Need
He was like...
Need to try getting adventurous there then.
He was already in Australia.
Well, Patuka now coming through the final chicane, braking heavily, looking nice. He's taking it, maybe not the most aggressive we've seen all qualifying, but it was clean, and it's P4 with a 26.5, only just behind Flo there, so definitely time to be gained on that lap, but it was for the most part very clean as Jesper is in the pit, so Sniper will be the next driver to complete a lap. Let's see how it's looking.
26.9.
Which puts him P10. So moving Timpy down to P11 and JJ Dog down to P12. And that's across the line for Sniper. It's a 126.1. Very nice lap there from the Alfa Romeo driver to take a provisional pole. Let's see what Wagonar's response to that is. He is slightly down on his time as it stands, although he's now found a 10th.5. That will be good enough to give back that provisional pole from Sniper.
Ooh. Went in deep to the last corner.
That's going to cost him a bit of time here, but his exit is what matters now.
Yeah.
It's just
close.
faster. He lost about half a tenth from
400ths.
going deep there, so 400ths between the top two. Wagonar reclaiming that provisional pole position. Who's going to be next? It looks like one of the Mercedes drivers of Liebenau will be... no, he's actually in the first sector. That's a Tapper starting his lap. Patuka on an in lap, I would assume. And Fadu is invalidated. The two Red Bulls are actually right next to each other on track and both on flying laps. I think it was Sunset on the grass trying to avoid his teammate there. Oh, Houseman just trying to help his teammate out a bit, but it may have cost him instead, and it's P11 with a 127.0, 2/10 improvement, immediately down to P13 as Timpy improves to P12. Wiggly Style coming to cross the line now. Does improve, but not in position. 27.5 is all he can manage at the moment. His teammate just starting a lap, and Liebenau, who has invalidated his lap, cutting the final chicane. That is a major cut and a penalty point, Liebenau. You're welcome. I
He's on a lap at the moment.
had to cut right to him at that point, didn't I? Watinho is coming up to the hairpin. Watinho qualifying? What's going on?
Wait, what?
And he backs out.
He might be on an in-lap.
Maybe. It looks like he's derating, so he probably is. A Tapper,
not,
the
he's
only
just,
driver.
Not in hot lap.
Oh, yeah, of course. That would make sense. Getting out the way for the Alfa Romeo. Maybe not getting out the way of the Alfa Romeo, who's a bit far back. Is now getting out the way of the Alfa Romeo Vifelt. Vifelt, who is also on an in-lap. And he's re-overtaking him. What is going on here? I think it's mostly in-laps at the moment. Jesper, I think, on the lap. Just coming through the S section now. Looking tidy at the moment. Crosses, it's going to be a it's going to be a 31.2 through the first sector. He's just under 2/10 up on his time. He invalidated the exit of Degner 2. Not going to be happy with that then. Secret Hot Dog improves to P7 on softs, so with a 26.7 moves himself ahead of Watinho and Jesper. And Funky G also on a lap. Maybe he just completed one, I'm not fully sure. We'll have to see how he takes the S section. I don't think he... yeah, he is on a flying lap. Sarakai disqualified! Wrong way! That's the second Turkish driver to be disqualified from this qualifying session.
For driving the wrong way, oh my god.
I think what's happening is they're going off at the S's and they're facing the wrong direction.
Yeah, Drunkenstein said he spun, trying to get out of the way of a car.
Ah. So, I think this is more of a Codemaster's issues than the actual driver's issues. Well, it's an issue for the drivers, of course. It's disqualifying them, but it's not their fault, is what I'm trying to say. As Funky G just coming through Spoon now, looking very clean. Yeah, very smooth through there. He's just approaching some traffic of Secret Hot Dog. Oh, he's going to meet him in 130R. He's gotten well out of the way, luckily. The McLaren seeing the faster car behind. Funky G now coming through the final corner, accelerating through. What's it going to be as he crosses the line? Now it's P2 with a 26. It's an identical time to Wagoner. It's identical. Just set later on in the session, so very, very unlucky there. Just 1,000th more and he would have had provisional pole. And I think that's the last lap he's going to be able to do. He hasn't got time to come back and do another lap.
Wagoner isn't even on the track yet.
No, I think Wagoner is also not going to get another lap in. Sniper, however, is on a flying lap, coming through the S section now. So the battle
can't see the deltas for some reason on the wheel again.
I'm not able to either.
It's alright, I'll see in the top right if he's off or down.
Yeah, I can see that too. That'll be on stream. Just about
Oh
up.
no, he invalidated!
Oh no.
Patuka on the flying run still. In 6.
Yep, Patuka.
He can find 4/10.
Jewel just coming up to a bit of traffic though. Lock up into the hairpin.
Lock up. I think that might have ruined it for him.
He will probably still get to gain a couple of positions though, looking at how close this is. As we have yellows, a lot of yellows. So, big mix of people on in and out laps and flying laps towards the end of this session, maybe going to get in the way of some of these guys. I think Funky G...
Yeah?
is going... No, he's into the pits, okay. Because from the way he took the final couple of corners, I thought he might just be going for a straight second lap.
Sniper is.
Yeah, Sniper's on a flying lap now.
Oh,
Patuka crosses the line.
Isn't.
Patuka goes up to 4th with a 26.2.
If he didn't lock up at the hairpin, I think he might actually have...
He might have gotten pole. Maybe not. A 10th and a half is a lot to lose, but...
Yeah, Watinho on a flying lap coming through Spain now.
Seen.
that was clean.
Yeah, very clean.
See what his delta's
Right up to
like?
the hill. Yeah, he's going to get a bit of slipstream here from the Williams. Hopefully the Williams gets out of the
He's
way.
on
4
4
tenths!
tenths!
And he's another couple of tenths and he can find himself on pole through this final sector. He's got to take it aggressively. Maybe not as
May have
aggressive
lost
as he
some
could
time
have. He's lost a little bit, I think, and he's up
He's
to
still
5th.
P5. No, he didn't lose anything.
26.3. No, he did lose. He was 4 tenths up and he only crossed the line 3.5 up.
Ah.
So he lost about a tenth, I think, through that final sector. Unfortunately for him, and that would have been enough
See
to
if
put him
Houseman's taken on
P4.
board the advice I sent him in DMs.
Well, he missed Spoon, if that's what you told him to do.
No, I was talking to him about the gears he was using.
He's 2 tenths up, so that will be good enough to put him into the top 10 just about as it stands. It'll actually be good enough to put him P9 if he crosses the line with that same delta. He crosses the line now and it's P8, 2.5 tenths improvement. And P9 now as Jesper improves to P8.
For his first lap with no line, first race with no line, that's not bad.
And Secret Hot Dog is also up on his time by enough to possibly move Houseman down once again, maybe even Jesper. Very wide line through Spoon for a lot of these guys. They're just not quite hitting that apex, are they?
Not quite, no. Wow, if I'm being honest, this F2 and F3, the pace is not hugely different.
Wagonar's 26.0, Appen 25.9.
25.9! Wow.
And Secret Hot Dog up to 7th with a 26.5. Wow. Routinho crossing the line. He does not improve. And Tim P in the pits as Jesper and someone else was side by side there for a second. So that is it for qualifying. Just once Tim P gets into his pit box, we'll be done for. Please retire. Oliver. He said, how are they so slow? Just kidding. Wow, so 25.9 the pole time in F2. That'd have been midfield for F3 for F1 last season, wouldn't it? That'd have been top 10, I think, for F1 last season. So
I think it might have been good enough for second or third.
wait, what?
Yeah.
An F1 25.9?
Yeah.
Wow.
I did a 26.2, I believe.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Well,
it's mad. I did a 26.2 and all of a sudden, just over a season, and I found nearly a second.
Appen
Ridiculous.
on pole with a 25.9. Wagonar will take P2 alongside him, only half a tenth down. Funky P3 after earlier setting an identical time to Wagonar, only for Wagonar to improve. Sniper P4 with Patuka 5th, Routinho 6th, Hot Dog 7th, Flo 8th, Jesper 9th, and Houseman 10th. Very good for the no-line boy. Free choice of tyres for Timpy, Fadu, Leibenau, Vifelt, Sunset, Wiggly Style, JJ Dog, Otapa. And obviously Drunkenstein and Sarakaya, who got disqualified. Both the Turkish drivers here in
They
F2.
did get disqualified. That is unfortunate.
Yeah. Sure, neither of them would be too happy about that one.
Drunkenstein was laughing about it.
Okay. Look at Houseman.
Where?
No, it's way further up. When you said fills me with confidence in reply to his 26.4 in quali or whatever, and spun 4 times in the race.
That's quite funny.
It is. Coutinho, so we're only waiting for Hot Dog, but where is he? It's a secret. as the formation lap gets underway.
This stream is surely going to be in total views once it gets uploaded as a video. Surely it's going to have to be the
Stupidly
most
high.
viewed EROs in the stream.
Yeah, it's got to be. Because we have 18 viewers now. We had 20 for F3. Oh, Zapin!
Oh,
He's in the gravel! Oh no. So, Wagonar will lead the field to the grid. Sniper
Patrick
Arctic.
says Forza Houseman.
Thoughts on Houseman? I don't really
Forza
like
Houseman.
him. Oh, okay.
He's in
Forza Houseman.
Red Bull, not Ferrari, mate.
Yeah, and he's also not dead, so...
Could be arranged into
Well,
turn one.
it is a rip. He's in F2 after being in F1 last season. But... This is Forza Patuca. He's in Racing Point, so that's even less close. Oh well. So, Wagonar, the first car to the grid. Look at the gaps we have. I think. Who's the F2 steward? It's low key, isn't it?
Yeah.
Might need to message low key and tell him that Funky, Sniper Arctic, and Fadu need to get penalised. It's fun being a steward.
Yeah.
Because that is an offence to be that far behind on the formation lap. 10 car lengths is your given distance, and that is almost certainly more than 10 car lengths. If it isn't, I'll be surprised. But we can forgive Appen, yeah, because the grid isn't formed yet. We've just had the last car stop.
Oh, my screen is
So we have an awful view of the grid. Okay, so we have 5 red lights. And we are underway for the F2 Grand Prix. It's been a sick start from Funky. He's had a much better start than Wagonar, but Wagonar's also got Sniper on his other side. Going to be 3 wide into turn 1, perhaps? No. As Wagonar takes way more speed. A bit of touch there between Funky and Wagonar. Funky having to slot in behind, and we've had yellow flags for Liebenau. No! Oh, JJ Jockey's way off and he's in the wall. He's out at the same place he's retired the last 2 Japanese Grand Prix. That is the same barrier he's ended up in both of the last seasons here in ERO. And he's done it on lap 1. He just... And do you know what? That wasn't even traction related. He just hit the inside curb and it went round. Oliver says rip. And it has brought out the safety car here on lap 1 of the Japanese Grand Prix.
Oh man.
Is this going to shake up anyone's strategy? Probably not.
Probably not.
Yaki-san, oh my god, sad face.
I know you just messaged
Oh,
me
we've
going,
got
oh
a,
my
we've
god,
got
oh my god,
I think we've got a
safety car.
safety car glitch for Otapa. I think. Look how far behind he is on Liebenau.
That would just be the adapter, won't it?
No, because he was when JJ Dog hit that wall. Otapa was basically pushing Liebenau through the corner. I think they're going to pit, and he's trying to double stack. And this is if they both go into the pits, this is a penalty and a huge one, because this is ridiculous. Look at the pits. Houseman and Moutinho into the pits.
I personally disagree with that rule because I hate it, but
no, but to this extent, Liebenau's in the pits. And Otapa's in the pits and getting yourself a penalty. Low-key cheaps, check your DMs.
I don't like that rule. I hate it. I think you should be allowed to do that.
No, I think you should be able to slow, but A, it's not allowed in real life, and B, that was more than just unnecessary slowing, right? Like,
Yeah.
I would understand lifting off a bit to get the gap, but having that amount of gap to back up the cars behind him, because that affects the cars behind him as well. Because now look how far they've got to catch up to the safety car, and that has, unfortunately, not meant that Liebenau gained any positions, but
Hold
have done.
Hold on, in a second. Come on.
Once it's
One
sorted itself
more.
out.
There we go. And screenshotted. Houseman in the lead.
For me, it says Liebenau and Otapper in the lead. For me, it says Houseman's last.
It did that. It's because it goes round.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
it was different for us both. What do you reckon Loki's reason for not being able to commentate is?
No idea.
Don't check the comments. Oh, and these are the tyres everyone has. So the top 9 all on softs. We have 10th down to 14th on the mediums, and 15th and below all on the hard tyre.
You know what that quali session told me though?
What?
There are definitely some F3 guys that are F2 place.
And yeah, I think the tiers are more alongside each other than anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you can't explain that one.
Yeah, it's like Pierce Shell. The tiers are like.
Mr. Fadu, 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane under the safety car. And he will pit for hards, I would imagine. Yeah, the McLaren driver.
Wait,
on hards.
Did he speed in the pit lane?
Yeah.
Oh. I was gonna say if he sped under the safety car, like exceeding the delta in season 3 USA, that gave me a drive-through.
Yeah, the penalty for that is a drive-through. He sped into the pit lane.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. Especially for a VSC as well. A drive-through for speeding under a VSC? Like, what? Like, you're half a tenth over VSC and you have to take the next 25 seconds in the pits?
JJ Dog sent me a message saying definitely not screaming right now.
Well, I'm going to be honest.
I tell you what, Wittinho on those hards is in a very good place.
He definitely is, isn't he? And Houseman too.
All of those hard guys could be on for a really good result here.
Yeah. 100%, I mean... hards will go to the end, won't they? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with the safety car going on as it is. So, yeah.
This is what I was wanting in the F3 race all the time.
Yeah. Did we actually have a safety car in the F3? We had one VSC, didn't we?
Yeah, we had a VSC but no safety car.
That might be the first F3 race to not have a safety car. Ever.
Well done on keeping it clean. Safety car in this lap.
Don't overtake it.
Or do. It's always nice to
Get disqualified.
go from being 27 points behind to 3 points ahead.
Don't.
Oh no, Funky's hit me!
And that's a start now for Appen, and it looks like he's...
no, that's a poor restart.
Yeah, and it looks like Wagonar has actually had a slightly better restart than Appen. Although that might just be due to the absurd amount of overtake he's using. Funky just about keeping it clean. We have Patuka having a little look on Sniper. Not happening this time. The two Williamses are going at it. Nothing comes of that. And the rest of the grid, single file.
Unknown said that Canada, there was no safety car in F3 Russia.
Was there really not? Oh yeah, but we had so many incidents that I looked at and went, why is there no safety car? I mean, we had Fryer bin it into the wall of champions, and there was no safety car. He came back across the track and everything.
This game and its safety cars and its reason behind giving safety cars or not giving safety cars is so silly.
Yeah, a tapper has actually made up a position during this race, despite pitting on lap 1 for hards. How? And Tim P looking close on the back of Vifelt. The top two also looking very close as we come through 130R. Very different choice of lines through there. And I think I agree more with Appen's line than Wagonar's line.
I do too. I think he's going to have a go here, maybe.
Appen's using a lot of ERS. Oh, Wagonar's used a lot more ERS. With a much tidier line through turn 1 and 2 as well. That'll be something to keep an eye on. I feel like at the start of this race it looks like Wagonar's just got a slight advantage pace-wise. And DRS has been enabled this lap as well, so we're about to see how much
Can I
easier...
just say that there really needs to be another DRS zone on this track.
Yeah, either out of the hairpin... Oh, actually that's a dodgy one, but...
I'm not gonna lie, I think I agree with that more than out of Spoon going into 130R.
Yeah.
Imagine 130R DRS. I wonder if they could do it.
No, they couldn't. What they would do is they would shut off DRS before you get to the corner. They'd force it closed.
I want to see a car going through there with DRS.
It wouldn't happen. Do you not remember... I know the cars had a lot less downforce, but back in 2011, when they were allowed to do that, everyone who tried didn't make it. Ooh, bit of a mistake there from Appen, I think, on the exit, and that's allowed Wagner right under his rear wing. Look at the gap now. DRS enabled now, but Wagner has a lot less ERS. He's going to go to the outside of turn 1, and Appen lets him through. He's round the outside. Nice. Moves himself up into the lead of this race. I'm going to pretend not to be jealous of you. Drunkenstein all over the back of Sarakaya too. Through the S section he's not going to be able to make too much of it though, unless there's a mistake from the car in front. Routinho just unable to keep with Drunkenstein at the moment, and Routinho with a 3-second time penalty here on lap 6. Ooh. That's not great, especially with how long they spent behind the safety car. Safety car. They're only 3 laps in technically, they're 3 racing laps in. Now I think at this point they're actually doing worse than F3 was. And F3 was wet, I know, but...
Here we are with the classic Japanese DRS train.
Yeah. Drunkenstein is out of ERS, he's derating already.
Think a hot dog might have a go at Patuka if he gets a good run.
He does get a good run. He's got DRS open.
He might be too far back.
4/10 when they cross the DRS line. He's going to have a go at it, not using his ERS though. So,
just that was derating going into the breaker.
Vifelt?
Not for Patuka.
Ah.
Well done, me.
And Leibenau passes Houseman for P15. That's important track position for these hard runners, especially now as with Routinho's penalty, that puts Leibenau at the front of that hard tyre train as a net. So, Leibenau in good position. Sarakaya passes Sunset at the top of the hill. What a move! Yeah. Not normally when you'd see an overtake.
I think the medium runners might still be in the best position.
Huge look up though from Sarakaya, and that might allow Sunset the opportunity to come back at him. Into Spoon, he's using ERS to defend. Sunset not using ERS to attack, however. Wait, this track only has one DRS, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Mhm.
I think they do need to put one on the exit of Spoon
Yep.
and just shut it off by the time you get to the top of the hill. Wow. Although the extra speed they'll be carrying through Spoon, I don't know. I get why they wouldn't do it. Patuca Pits.
Really?
Yeah.
That's early.
Let's have a look.
On to hards. Oh, I don't know if that's the correct call.
No, that puts him last out of these hard runners as well. That is definitely not the correct call.
I think the medium runners are in a really good place though, because
Yeah.
even though they have to stop again, first of all, the mediums are better than the hards now, and when they
And
pit, old
Their
hard
tyres will be
versus new
better.
soft.
Wagonar's out of ERS. He's derating even into the first egg now. This is allowing Appen to actually close back up a bit, and of course he'll have the DRS in the straight, so it'll be very hard to drop Appen with that small difference in ERS. Both drivers though really at the bottom end of their ERS already, and this is looking good for Sniper, who still has about 60-50% left. As Drunkenstein and Sunset going at it through the right-hander before Spoon. I'm not sure on the name of this
That's no
corner.
ERS.
Drunkenstein is now behind Sunset. Sunset up into P11. So not too long ago that they switched positions, and now they've switched back. Next up the road for Sunset is the two Alpha Tauris, also on medium tyres. Although Drunkenstein's having a look back into the chicane, thinks better of it as a huge lock-up actually.
How are you going to be on 3% ERS going into turn 1 on lap 9?
I don't know, and Secret Hot Dog has pitted for hards as well. He's followed Patuca. Is there something we're missing here?
No, it's something they're missing.
But I think they're just following the game's default strategy, aren't they? Not much thought going into it, and that is not, especially in an F2 division. And Jasper with 3 seconds. But yeah, you would have thought in an F2 situation there would be a bit more thought going on about that, a bit more intelligence on race strategy and stuff. But clearly not.
I think the top guys have it though.
Yeah, no, I think the top few do, but you'd have expected the at least majority of this tier to know. As Tim P having a look into Spooner, they've touched, and he sent Vifelt round Spooner. He's just rejoined the track straight into Sarakaya, and I think that's 100% Tim P's fault. I'm sorry. What are you doing
Yeah,
there?
but I think Vifelt's also getting a penalty for that.
No, he couldn't do anything about that. He came back onto the track. He was sliding.
He rejoined into Sarakaya.
No, he was still sliding, I think. I don't think he was in control. He was still sideways
that
when he
did
came
look
back.
dodgy.
And Flo pits. Oh my. Because I think he just touched him round, didn't he?
Low on hards.
Yeah. And that has ruined both Sarakaya and Vifelt's race here. They'll be last and on
The Tapper's
hards.
past Houseman now as well.
There's Houseman looking like he's struggling a bit here at the Japanese Grand Prix.
Man, that is not a sentence I thought I'd ever say in after ERA Season 3.
A Tapper overtaking Houseman here. Although Houseman, looking at ERS usage, is doing a lot better than both cars in front of him. So this could be a master plan here from Houseman. As obviously his experience in F1 helping him out a bit here with ERS knowledge.
Also, didn't he win or did he get a podium in PSGL Japan last season?
Podium P3. Okay,
But the strong track for him.
unknown on the comment says that Vifelt was on the throttle when he rejoined the track, so yeah, that would be a penalty for Vifelt. And actually, I think it would probably be something like 5 seconds maybe for Tim P, because I don't know. To be fair, that's pretty bad. Maybe 10 seconds for both drivers. It might. I think it might be 10 for both because those were both really bad.
I think it has to be 10 for rejoining like that.
Oh yeah, no, 10 definitely for the rejoin. This Sunset gets 3 seconds, but for the tap round.
Sunset picks up for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I just said. I think for the tap round, it's got to either be 5 or 10. I think it's more borderline for the tap, isn't it? But it was a silly space to end up in.
And Coutinho, as a hard runner, is about to get it.
Oh, I don't know about that. Sunset. He's a long way off Drunkenstein, isn't he? Nearly 3 seconds.
Coutinho had a look there.
I know. But I'm just trying to think what's happened to Sunset, because if he's now 3 seconds behind Drunkenstein, who he overtook just a few laps ago, what's happened? What have we missed?
He's gone wide.
And so has so has Coutinho, I think, there a bit. Has Sunset got damaged? That's what I want to see. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I checked that as well. I was like, what's going on?
Maybe he had a touch with Drunkenstein and ended up off track somewhere. As top 4 all pit. Well, sorry, top 3, sorry, all pit. Putting Sniper Arctic into the lead of this race. Yeah, all on mediums, all 3 of them. And they come out behind some of the hard runners, but ahead of Patuka, crucially. Well, Funky's behind Patuka. And even Secret Hot Dog, maybe. They're going to go side by side to turn 1. He's behind Secret Hot Dog, Funky. That is a shame.
Just shows how bad those soft tyres are.
Yeah, and I mean, Jesper and Sniper have gone for another lap. Obviously, Sniper is the teammate of
Obviously the safety car helps, but to take these softs this long is impressive.
I was just about to comment on the fact that a Sniper is P1 and his teammate is last. It's a bit funny.
Houseman is very close to the back of the tapper.
Vifelt says he did not rejoin the track. So what, Sarakaya drove off the track to hit you, did he?
Yeah.
Speaking of Sarakaya, he's off the track at Degna 2 and has damage. No, he does not have damage, sorry. It looked like...
Houseman might dive it down the outside. No, I think better of it.
Down the outside. Nice. As we finally have Jesper in the pits as well as Sniper. So Tim P takes the lead of this race from Drunkenstein, and then Coutinho, currently P3, having made all of his stops in this race.
I think Houseman could have got him there, but decided not to use overtake the entire straight.
Maybe just being a bit overcautious at the moment. Especially since the tap has dropped off the back of Leiber now, he needs to get past him sooner rather than later. Because he is now fighting for a podium position, and I don't know if he realises it. But this is still, I think at the moment, the closest group of cars in track. Actually, Wagonar right behind Fadu. Oh, big mistake from Fadu, and Wagonar's going up the inside. At the hairpin, he's going to get a better traction on the exit. They're very close. Tim Fadu on the grass a bit there, I think. And Wagonar is through on the run up to Spoon.
Leiber was sideways coming out the hairpin.
That's going to lose him a bit of time to his teammate then, but he does have 2.3
Drunkenstein going for the lead of the race, maybe? Think better of it again.
Yeah, he's got a DRS straight coming up though, so keep on board, see what his exit's like, and it's straight into the pits for Tim P. Tim P did not want the smoke.
Wait, what? Is he doing medium hard?
Must be.
What is this strategy?
This Wagonar sets the fastest lap of the race.
Wait,
even
what?
with an overtake.
Medium hard?
So strange. And Houseman once again has not gotten past a tapper.
I'd want to put as many cars between me and the leading two as I could, but...
Well,
Oh,
especially
hang on.
since Wagonar now going for the move on Wiggly style into Degner 1. No,
The
just thinks
overcut from
better of it.
Sniper Arctic!
Oh my god.
He's ahead of Appen.
How did that happen? Oh, now Wagonar going for it into the hairpin. He's gone on the grass. He's trying to go around the outside. And look how much more grip he has than Wiggly there. Wow, what a move. And now he's going in for it on Houseman. He's going through the rounds of the outside of Houseman.
But he has no ERS.
He has no ERS left. Houseman
this.
fighting it. Oh, and there's a
Ooh.
touch. He sends Houseman wide. And Houseman's now been passed by Wiggly.
That's a penalty for
Oh, and Wiggly just forced Houseman off too. And now Houseman's under pressure from Fadu. But he's coming back. They're going to go 3 wide, maybe through 130 on. No, I think Fadu didn't want anything to do with it.
Close.
Houseman going to go down the inside of the chicane. Now he's had a touch from behind. He's touched,
I've got bad memories of the last time Houseman went to the side.
He touched Wiggly from behind.
Oh my God,
and Houseman's
how many
ahead.
cars?
And now Sniper slipped through on 2 cars there. He's got through.
Sniper hit the back of someone as well.
Yeah, and Appen up into.
Oh my God.
Appen's up in position.
Houseman's kept that position.
Wow.
But I think Wagonar has a penalty coming his way for that Houseman.
You think?
Moved going into the corner and it caused Houseman to lose a position.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see POVs on that one. And now our Sniper Arctic's looking at Wiggly. Oh, a bit sideways there from Houseman through Degner 1. I sense another hairpin move coming. Oh, look up there from Wiggly. So maybe not. He's actually been hit from behind. Sniper taps Wiggly from behind.
I think that's what happened in the last chicane as well.
Yeah, so he's desperate to get past him, isn't he? He's nearly done it again at Spoon. Look how close these two are. He's basically pushing him round the circuit. He's gone to the inside and he's way off the track. Wiggly way off the track.
I was spectating happen and just saw a car on the grass.
And now, is there going to be any team orders here from Renault at all? Maybe not. Jesus Christ.
Now Wagonar's getting past the tapper.
Yeah.
Easy move.
Easy move, DRS assisted. Definitely not ERS assisted though, as Fadu is passed by Patuka. And Sniper is past Houseman. Into the S section.
That's impressive.
So now Wagonar, the man on the charge.
Not gonna lie, a couple of laps ago I thought there might be a 4 or 5 wide moment. Going on to that.
Yeah. Wow. I'm pretty sure I nearly had a heart attack. That was very close, but for the most part, well done to all of those guys as Otapa decides he likes the grass on the first part of Spoon. Sarakaya 3 seconds, and that's going to put him dead last because Verfelt is within 3 seconds. And so the guys who have been promoted from F3 at the moment, not looking too great, must say, in this lobby. Verfelt and Sunset P17 and P19. Wagonar fastest up the race. Yeah, Sarakaya P18 as well. So yeah, not looking too good from those guys as Fadu pits from his hard tyres that he put on at the beginning. He must have damage. There's no way he just pitted like that. So having a look at Wagonar, he's looking like he's struggling to catch Leibenau quite as fast as he was catching the others. So a good show of pace from Leibenau here as we come to just over 10 laps remaining in this race. I must say
also, Drunkenstein might be heading into the pit soon.
Yeah, I mean He's been out on those tyres
Funky
for
G with the
a
penalty.
while now, and Funky G, that will be a costly. I mean, I say that driver behind also has a penalty, but in 10 laps time, it might
Verstappen
not be the
decided
case.
that he didn't like traction coming out of the hairpin.
And Appen is through on his teammate Wiggly.
And Patuka
At
and
the
Wiggly. Oh, Patuka might get both of
Patuka
them.
might get both. Jesus Christ!
He's got
He's around the outside of Wiggly. He's going to the inside of. Oh no! He's hit the grass. He's slid. How has he done that? What a move from Patuka! Hold on. This guy needs to sign. He's in the wrong sport. He needs to go rallying. And we've had a yellow flag for one of the. Oh no! It's Funky G now looking on Wiggly through the outside of the chicane. He's made it work just about, but he's pushed Wiggly slightly over that curb, and Dronkenstein pits
Happens
for
in
the
the
soft
pits.
tyre. Appen.
Happens in the pits.
What? But Dronkenstein's gone for softs to the end. This could be
Yeah,
good.
that's what I thought. That should be good. Also, so far, what we've seen from Drunkenstein has been good racing. So he's
Yeah.
clearly improved his racecraft from.
I think he learnt a lot from that battle he had with me in Canada. You know, the one where I had no front wing and switchbacked him and stuff. Yeah, that one. And went side by side through that one
Also,
chicane
more
that everyone
importantly,
was
how
crashing
long was Drunkenstein leading that race? Because he was last.
He was leading it for like at least 10 laps, I think.
Because he started last.
I know. And when he come out the pits, he's come out the pits in P13 with a very solid chance of points here. Drunkenstein might be a big contender for driver of the day, you know.
Mhm. Well, and Coutinho.
Sunset 3 seconds. But Wagonar now right on the back of Leibenau and Coutinho. No, I don't think Coutinho's. I don't think so.
Do either of those top three know what ERS is?
Literally, Wagonar has 0% coming into that final chicane there. Leibenau pushing Coutinho, which is something that I never thought I'd see, because these two, as much as they've always been in the same tier, have never been close to each other on track. And now, oh my
Well
god,
done, Wagonar.
Wagonar's ERS
Literally
letting him down here. And oh my,
Literally having 0%. That was close.
that was so close. I have a bad feeling about this, I'm going to be honest, as Jesper passes Wiggly. Leibenau looking like the one of the hard tyres with the pace.
And Patuka and Hausman for the second time in 2 days. Looking like they're going to have a battle on track.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about how the last one went. Oh no, look at Wagonar. I thought he was going to send it at the hairpin there for a second. The absolute slingshot he got out of the second Degner there was insane.
Oh my god!
Drunkenstein
No
and
way!
Hot Dog.
Oh, I was about to say, no way he makes that work. He dived from like 2 car lengths back around the outside.
Jesus. But he's going to try into Spoon. Round the outside of Spoon, maybe. He's got light on the brakes, and there's been a slide flare from Hot Dog. He's still there! Oh my god!
This is good racing.
This is insane racing. It's what we like to see. He's having a small look to the inside of 130R, very wide there from Hot Dogs. That's going to give Drunkenstein the opportunity, maybe. No. No, he's actually under attack now from the Williams of Flo. Wow, incredible
Flo
stuff.
might get him. Drunkenstein has no ERS.
Oh, that's not good for him.
No, he's not. Flo doesn't want to go past him.
Someone else who's having a bit of a battle, Houseman and Patuka, like you said before, but Funky G looking to the inside now. As Appen with the fastest lap of the race. Unfortunately for him, he's not where he wants to be. There's Patuka all over the back of that Red Bull.
I want to know why Appen pick.
Leibenau going for the move on Coutinho for the lead at the hairpin, but it's 3 wide on the exit of the hairpin.
Oh my god! Wagonar's going round Coutinho.
Leibenau's going round Coutinho's outside. Oh, he's going to go for... Yeah, he's going to have to go for the other one. No, he didn't. He didn't. What? Into Spoon, he stays behind the Mercedes driver.
I know you're supposed to stay even as a commentator, but I would love nothing more for this man than for this man to win.
What, Leibenau?
In this situation, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, if Leibenau wins this race, as Houseman passes a Tapper, that's not the fight we thought we were going to have, but he's done it.
No.
Up into 5th, and Wagonar with the exit maybe on Leibenau. He's going to get him, isn't he? As Leibenau with barely more ERS, both drivers on basically none. He's gone for the outside. He's going to try. He's going to try and switch to the inside now. He doesn't quite have the line. And Flo, there's been an issue with Flo. He's down to 14th, behind Timpy. That's a long way behind where Drunkenstein on Secret Hot Dog and Funky G.
Wait, hang on, there was someone round. Funky.
Funky G
I was just flicking through the field trying to get to Drunkenstein, and I just see a car wait.
Funky G down to 12th. And Flo's in the pits. So maybe
he picked up damage and hit someone.
Yeah, a big shame for Flo because he was looking good to challenge Drunkenstein there. Drunkenstein now
Sniper Arctic's coming into the fight for the lead now.
I know, it's so good.
Now this is what I call a race. None of that F3 whatever that boring race was.
This is a race.
Oh, it's Tapper, Houseman and Potato.
Oh my god! And I tell you what,
up on the grass.
If these guys carry on at this pace, I think they will catch the top 4 as well. To be fair, 6 laps to go, maybe not. And I think Wagonar's slower than Leibenau that lap.
Yeah, he's safe, 4/10. That should be safe.
That should be very safe.
Is having a very. He's going to
have a go at Watinho. Sniper up into P3.
Is he going to try and go around the outside?
No, he can't this time round.
This is great defending.
Wagonar's going to come under. Drunkenstein with the fastest lap of the race. My guy.
Now Sniper Arctic. Love it. I was doing Sniper Arctic.
I reckon Sniper Arctic, if he has a go at Wagonar though, might save Leibenau a bit.
Race.
No, I think
about it. He has. Sniper has fresher tyres as well, doesn't
he? 1 lap.
Is it one? I thought it was a couple.
It's only 1 lap.
Okay.
Only 1 lap fresher. Which is still a lap fresher, but... Yeah. Oh my god. No, because if Sniper fights Wagonar quite hard, that might give Leibenau the chance he needs. To just have a little bit of a breather.
I think Sniper's
got to be the favourite to win from this position.
Yeah, because Wagonar might be getting a penalty from the Houseman incident.
Yeah. Oh, Patuka's been passed by Jasper. This is like a 6-car fight. What's going on?
Wait, what? They're kind of separated out a bit now.
Yeah, I was going to say, cars I never even thought were involved in this are making overtakes.
How is the most exciting ERO race I've seen in a while? Japan.
I don't know. Oh my god, Sniper, look how close he is to Wagonar. And he's got the ERS compared to Wagonar.
Oh, he had the poor exit though. Wagonar had a very good exit. They both have the same ERS.
Wagonar looking at Leibenau, he's looking to the outside. No, he can't, he's gone off track. He just slid.
He's had such a good exit. Oh my god. I thought they were about to go side by side into the S's.
No, I think he was a bit smarter than that with this only 4 laps to go. But, oh, Sniper!
Funky's pass. Secret. Oh, no, that's an incident!
Oh, Funky's round again and in the wall.
Yeah. Funky and Secret Hot Dog had a coming together. I think that might be Secret Hot Dog's fault, but I'm not entirely sure it was.
Gonna be honest, my eyes are not there right now. No. There's a Flo with the fastest lap from last and P19. Only 1 retirement so far in this race, and it came on the first lap. He's gonna have a good run, but he's not gonna have any ERS to make it. They're both derating the whole time.
Sniper must be looking at those red lights flashing, thinking, yes.
He might be looking at those red lights flashing, going, what have they been up to? Oh, look how he's basically pushing him now.
You need to defend the inside line into there. But I think
he's not going for it. He's not going for it. I tell you who is going for it. It's going to be Sniper going for it to the outside. And Patuka is back past Jesper. Through 130. And then look how nose to tail.
Wagonar, he's definitely
got him. He's got the inside. He's got him. No, live now. You should have defended to the inside there.
Oh, that is a shame.
Oh no, he's had a mistake and Sniper's having a look. Although if he can keep Sniper behind him, he may still win this race. You've got to remember that.
Live now is a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately.
Well, Wagonar is probably getting 10, let's be honest.
He's not getting 10.
No, he's probably going to get 5. So if he can stay within about 2 seconds, and with DRS at this track, it is possible. However, he has just dropped out of the 1 second. Oh, it's getting close.
He's going to have a podium, though.
Yeah, he's going to have a podium. Well, we say that. Let's not jinx anything. Touch wood, of course, as Patuka and Jesper going side by side. Oh, there's been an incident somewhere else, and it's Appen.
Appen's around.
Oh, what a horrible race for Appen.
Don't know what happened there.
And Sniper is through on Liebenau, meaning that Sniper versus Wagonar for the last 3 laps here in Japan.
And then further down, you've got Drunkenstein on soft versus Patuka on hard, Jesper on medium to Tapper on hard.
There's like 4 or 5 cars just pushing each other through these corners.
Oh, and
It's so close, Patuka's very wide. And that's going to give... Oh, Houseman with 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that's going to be costly.
Oh, and now look at Jesper on Otapa. Round the outside of turn 1.
Yeah, he's going to have him here, better tyres.
Oh, he's gone way off there, and Otappa's back through. Otappa's back through.
Oh, no.
Oh, they've touched.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he's round. He's round, and he's in the wall. He's out. He's out of the race. He's out of the race. He's done a JJ dog.
VSC, maybe?
I don't think so. I'm going to be honest. I think
we're now defending from Patuka. They're so close.
They've been this close for so many laps now.
I know.
Oh my god.
Patuka might have a go into the hairpin here.
I think so. He's definitely looking at. He's gone. No, just. But look at Drunkenstein around the outside.
And Houseman.
Oh my god. What is even happening here? Oh, Patuka touching.
God, this is.
Oh, and he's touching the top. And then Drunkenstein's
got damage.
Oh, Drunkenstein.
No.
I'm going to say I think that was Patuka's fault.
Yeah, and that's such a shame for Drunkenstein. He's driven so well, and that wasn't even his fault.
Yeah.
There was nothing you could do about that.
Got to feel bad for Drunkenstein after being disqualified from qualifying, then that on the penultimate lap of the race. And what it has done is it's moved Otapa back into the points. I think I'm pretty sure
Drunkenstein's still gonna have a tapper. He doesn't care. Even though they've been involved in an incident, he's still going for it.
He's gone around the outside of turn 1, though he's way off the track.
Oh, I think that he might argue that a tapper practically missed the corner and didn't leave him space.
Yeah. Loki Cheebs, good luck. As head steward of F2, you've got a bit of
you've got a bit of stuff to commentate.
Yeah, please. Oh my.
And breathe.
It's going to be the most dead final 2 laps ever, isn't it? Oh no, Sunset's past Drunkenstein. Sunset has a penalty though.
Imagine thinking last season that Sunset Beach Bar would have overtaken Drunkenstein. Obviously Drunkenstein has damage, and he got spun, but...
Oh, wait, Unknown didn't know JJ Dog's name. What? How? How has that happened?
Who knows? Oh, Houseman and Routinho.
Oh my god, how has he
caught? How has he caught him?
Oh my god, but look at Patuka on the outside of Houseman as well.
Oh, this didn't end well last time.
Drag race down into turn 1. I think Houseman's going back out.
I wouldn't have done that. Especially with Patuka on 4% ERS.
Especially, yeah. Especially since it's the final lap as well, so that he's not going to get that chance again.
That would have been P4. I think it might still be P4 for Houseman after that incident.
I think so.
That is an impressive drive from P10.
So unlucky for Coutinho to have a puncture though. But if he has a puncture there, just like I did in Italy, who's saying who else might get a puncture in this last lap? We might have Lewis Hamilton crossing the line on 3 wheels in a minute.
I know, it's probably not... Yeah, he's not close enough, but Sniper did manage to get... He's still closing! He's still closing a 10th every corner.
Sarakaya with 3 seconds.
And Wagner might be getting a penalty coming this way, so Sniper might have won this race.
Yeah. Of course.
Ah, wow! He's closed so much this lap!
Yeah. Sunset overtakes a tapper for P9.
Oh no. Sniper got a bit happy on the throttle.
And they crossed the line. Wagonar is your winner of the Japanese Grand Prix. Sniper
And
second,
Leibenau.
and Leibenau coming home
third.
to take a podium. What a race from the Mercedes driver. If you can't tell, we like Leibenau a little bit. Patuka fourth, Houseman fifth. Houseman sixth, Secret Hot Dog fifth.
Oh,
Houseman seventh, Wiggly Style sixth. Timpy eighth, Otapa ninth. Sunset comes home. Outside the points, Drunkenstein gets a point.
He's still got a point after that. Wow, from last on the grid.
Yeah, Fadu 11th, Sunset 12th, Coutinho 13th, Vifelt 14th, Flo 15th, Sarakai 16th, Funky G 17th, and last, really unfortunate race for Appen. After incidents that I don't think really any of them were really his fault, to be honest, but he ended up last on the track after getting pole position. Drunkenstein driver of the day, I agree.
I agree with that. I agree with that, yeah.
It's yeah. What a celebration for someone that's getting a penalty.
You know what? All of a sudden, I might agree with Japan being the
Season
first
over.
race of the season. If that was Australia, that would not have happened.
No, if that was Australia though, we'd have had 5 safety cars. Someone else. Jesus Christ, and your provisional winner today is a Wagonar, but there is probably an incident that he's going to end up in the steward's report for, so we don't know for sure. Sniper Arctic taking home second, and after an incredible race, Leibenau coming home in third, Patuka getting fourth after that very late incident with Tapper and Drunkenstein.
Houseman might not decide to report Wagner, because you never know. Sometimes people just don't report things that it won't affect them.
I can't see Houseman not doing it. Secret Hot Dog in 5th, Wiggly Style in 6th, Houseman in 7th, Timpy in 8th, Atapper in 9th, and Drunkenstein, my driver of the day, and I think Breads too, getting just 1 point at the end there after the damage that was just not his fault. What a race from this guy. Fadu 11th, Sunset 12th, Coutinho so unfortunate to get 13th at the end of the race, puncture on the lap before last. I know how it feels, dude. Vifelt came 14th, Flo 15th, Sarakai 16th, Funky G 17th, and Appen 18th. Non-finishers in this race, Jesper and JJ Dog 19th and 20th. Only 2 non-finishers, which is quite surprising for a track like Japan, to be honest. I must say, like, normally you'd expect more. Carsten, Houseman and I say that you are not allowed to watch us. Unfortunately, you were where most of the stuff were going on. Well, Sunset not so
Leibenau
much.
had 83% tire wear.
Wow, what a legend. I just don't even know what to say if I'm being honest. Like, that it was just good, wasn't it?
That was insane.
It was just a bit good. By the way, we have 254 comments on this live stream.
Oh my god.
Also, let's go invite Wagonar. Have you already invited Wagonar? And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Libanel. I can't find Libanel. Is he offline? Rip. To be fair, my friend's list thing is glitched. It's not loading. Yeah, me too. They're just Activision level. Yeah, I had that a second ago. Mate, Houseman's already offline. Guess he's not making any, Libanel last online 19 days ago. Not sure about that one, Cheap.
Did you invite him?
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
Watinho says F his life. Wagonar says yes a win.
Wagonar 22.
Yep. Just inviting everyone to the party.
Hey.
It's Libanel.
There he is. the man that was caused us to not be able to hold in our excitement at the thought of a podium or win.
When Wagonar couldn't get past you, we thought you were gonna win.
Well, I let him by. I had no ERS or.
He had
He had no ERS.
he had 0% of
Yeah.
ERS that entire straight.
Yeah, both of you had the same amount of ERS that entire fight. Both of you had none.
Hey guys.
That's alright. Hey,
Hello,
Sniper.
hello, sniper.
GG to the P2. GG.
Yeah, that was close at the end there. We were catching him at some pace.
83% tires.
Yeah, did you pit under the safety car?
Yeah, right away,
Okay,
first
I
lap.
thought that. Okay.
Houseman strategy from last season worked out.
Timber Houseman.
Surely we'll watch that replay later then from the channel.
Yeah, it was quite something.
Yeah,
That was
because
Jesus.
I have to look from the outside what it looks like. My two overtakes.
Oh
But I would die now.
my god. We were going mental.
That was fun.
This was stressful. Let's
And
say
now
that.
I'm scared for tomorrow.
Yeah, is
You will be fine.
Wagonar not joining?
I have no idea. This was so stressful. The last 10 laps, because the icon with the orange tires went on. Last 10 laps, and I was like, "Fuck, I won't make it." Like, I will get a puncture 4 laps to go. Somehow I caught up to Watinho.
Watinho got a puncture on the lap before last.
Yeah, I saw. I started like I was watching. He was like 3 seconds. Then it was 6, and I was like, okay, he got a puncture.
But when did he pit then?
At the
He
same
pit
time.
with me. Yeah, but he was pushing as hell.
Okay.
It was like extremely pushing the first
Because-
10 laps,
yeah.
possibly.
Okay.
And then he started to fall off because I started to catch him.
Yeah, because I tried the strategy I had with soft lap 10 and then medium, but with the safety car I thought like, okay, that's going out now pretty much on point. And the people switching to the hard tires will have a difficult life at the end of the race.
We really did. Like, my first strategy was mediums to like lap 19 or 18, and then just sprint to the end. But
Oh.
I saw safety car, and I went for it.
I thought
Gozu
like
was my
I
engineer,
stayed out a lap longer on the soft, and I was before the last corner, the last chicane, and I saw a yellow flag, and I thought like, come on, VSC, come on, and the fucking hell didn't come out.
I was mostly surprised of Jesper. He went like, what, 13, 14 laps on softs?
Yeah, but with the
Yeah.
safety car it was doable, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, possibly.
Yeah.
It was right at the top end of where they would go to.
Yeah.
But that was exciting.
Yeah. Just
For
asking.
Suzuka.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's the most exciting Japanese Grand Prix I've ever seen.
Yeah. I was in the traffic after my pit stop, and like 4 people fighting in front of me. The McLaren on the hard tires. I don't know now who it was, and I thought like, oh come on, big shunt coming up, last chicane or something. And I wasn't sure if the McLaren wanted to pit, but I was on his right, and the pit entry is on the right too, because he touched me. It felt like he wanted to steer to the right and coming into.
Question for you guys, commentators.
Yes. Patuka. From what I saw, Patuka. He just ran into the back of a tapper. Wait, how do you add people to the party, like from viewing their profile? He said he didn't receive an invite, so yeah, PS4.
How did you get the PS5 sniper? Like,
Because I got it's not my girlfriend, it's a normal friend, and
yeah.
he's after me a bit, and I thought like I give something to her, and she gives something to me.
Interesting.
I got like 3 PS5s, 2 for my friends and 1 for mine.
I can happily pay you 600 euros now.
Oh, even more. I got a website, and 600. I don't even see a PS5 for 600 euro. It's starting with 800 and more.
Yeah, we have in Slovakia we have scumbags that sell the PS5s for 1,100.
Yeah, I
And
also
it's
saw
even,
that.
and it's
Yeah.
even the digital version, which
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
that's the
understand.
biggest joke. It like, yeah, fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Max Rose just invited me to a session.
Yeah, me too.
He wants to see if he can beat you tomorrow.
Probably. I hate this track. Here he is. Okay, everyone's here now, so I guess we can start the interview. So first off, we'll start with third place. So Libanel. Wow. What question to ask? So when you stopped under that safety car, well, first of all, I'm pretty sure you saw how that safety car happened, right?
Yeah, I did.
What did it look like for you?
Well, I was just fully focused on the car ahead, not putting it into the back of. I have no idea who is in front of me, but I just saw yellow flags, heard safety car, immediately jump on the brakes because I was almost in the back of the car in front. So it could have happened, like really, it could have happened. I cannot even speak. Fuck.
It could have happened to anyone. Is that what you said?
It could have ended really badly. That's what I meant to say.
Because when he spun, he was actually alongside you.
Oh,
He was
okay.
his like the front of his car was alongside the rear of yours, and he just sent it straight into the wall.
I have to watch it from my POV because
It happened because he was alongside you, and the tapper was slightly alongside him.
oh, I'm gonna have to watch it.
We got it on stream, but yeah. So when that safety car came out and you pitted for your hards, were you confident that they'd go to the end, or did you think that maybe you'd get a puncture?
Not at all. I was not confident that the tires will last. I was like, okay, I have nothing to lose. I'm P17, P18. What can happen? I'm gonna go to the hards. I'm gonna have the track position over everyone else, and then
Yeah.
get a puncture possibly.
We also saw that. I take it you were in a party with a tapper, right?
Yep.
So a tapper on the safety car backed up a lot of people to double stack.
It was like,
That's why I
oh,
do such a gap.
I have 12-second delta. Okay, I should be able to speed without any how you say it, delays.
He had a slight delay, but what's your opinion on that kind of thing? 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's going to get a penalty for it.
It's teamwork. Yeah, so I mean, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He wanted to help me and himself, so.
Yeah, gonna be honest, he's probably getting penalised for it.
Probably.
Because I think the last time we checked, like, because obviously there is no like actual rules we can access now, but in the last set of rules, it was illegal. So
Let's just say his pedal broke, like throttle broke, and then.
oh, okay, okay. Final question from me. When you were fighting Wagner at the end, did you realise he was really low on ERS, or did you think that he had you easily?
I realized he was on low ERS when Wilzu told me after the fight. So, well,
Hang on. What great engineering there.
he told me once before the fight even happened, like when he was behind Voitinho with me, and I was like, okay, so he's gonna just not use the ERS and save up, and I didn't know he was using ERS. So yeah.
Well done, Vilsey.
Well done, Bilzu. Because do you reckon that maybe if you had fought him a bit harder, you could have won?
No, I
No?
don't think so, because of my penalty. I had a 3-second penalty, Wagner and Sniper right behind me, and I was like, okay, even if I finish P1, I will be P3.
No, okay. Well, I think that's all my questions. You got any, Brad?
Oh, wait a second.
Nope, I think
I just want to say Vilzu was a great engineer. He helped a lot. He just had one small...
Except the ERS.
He had one small mistake, and I don't blame him for that. It was really hard to keep up with Otapa's fight with Houseman and Petuka, and just be quiet, because I told him to when I was fighting.
Okay, so we were going to move on to P2, which was Sniper.
Yeah. I gotta go, by the way, so thank you for the interview. GG to you guys. P1 and
Yeah.
P2.
Yeah.
Well done on the podium.
Yeah,
Well
thank
done
you.
on the podium. See you.
Have a good day.
See you
Bye.
next week.
Okay, so Sniper, you had a lot of work to do today.
Yes.
I forget when it was you pitted, but what made you think
Top
that it was a better idea to pit later on than pit at the start?
It was very difficult to pass on this track anyway, because it's Suzuka, it's not that easy. And I thought like, yeah, come on, let's do one opportunity, stay out longer, because we had the safety car and the tires were not completely shot. Almost, but not completely. And I jumped one of the Renaults. I don't know who it was now.
Up
In
and
the
started you?
stops. Yes. That's why I didn't know his name anymore. It was a bit not that easy to remember now. But yeah, and then it was after the pit stop. I came in traffic, and I thought like, yeah, I can have an advantage when Wagner is stuck too, but he passed them relatively quick, I think. And I thought like there were 3 people in front of me fighting, 2 next to each other and 1 behind them and then me, and I thought like, yeah, come on, big crash now or something that would mess up my race then. But yeah, it came out pretty with a battle, but without damage. And the last laps, yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't got much left. I was at 0% ERS. I had a bit fuel left, yeah, but I don't know if that would have made the difference.
Okay. You had a lot of close moments. I think at one point you hit someone from behind twice in one lap. What were you thinking when you were in that huge group of cars that were just fighting?
I just was looking in front, because as long as I wouldn't have made a mistake, a major one, the guy behind me couldn't overtake me unless he's braking like in Tokyo somewhere later. Anyway, but yeah, but I had 1 or 2 slides, bigger slides after the second Daytona, the right-hander under the bridge. We're going to the bridge. That was the where I almost spun. It was behind a Mercedes, I think, but I'm not sure. And yeah, but it was great fighting, and various very different strategies. I thought like the hard runners would pit and not go to the end, to be honest.
Yeah, one of them had a puncture, but the rest of them got away with it. So that was quite unfortunate.
I
there.
will watch the replay and want to see it, because when you sit in the car, you see the yellow flags on the map, but what happened exactly you can only imagine, and I'm always curious to see what happened then.
Yeah. Do you think with maybe a little bit more pushing you could have got the win at the end there?
I'm not sure. I the 2 little mistakes I had. This is one on my part. I can do better. And maybe, yeah, it was a bit not in my hand. I mean, Wagner was stuck behind Liebenau at the end, and maybe with 1 lap more behind him, I would get a bit closer. Yeah, but yeah, difficult to say.
Okay. Any questions from you, Brad?
No. Just got hit by accident, meaning. I mean, yeah, commentator. What?
Okay, so thank you, Sniper, and finally we move on to our winner for today, Wagner, Ferrari driver, and I just got to say, well done to start off with. It wasn't
Especially
easy.
cutting through the field.
Yeah, it wasn't easy at all with all the traffic you ran into today, and you had to do some pretty brave overtakes to make it. So first of all, well done. But I think my first question has got to be: did you maybe think of pitting under the safety car, or was it never a choice for you?
Never a choice. In the Dutch Championship, in the NKLR, everyone going from soft to medium, not hards. Hards is terrible on this track. There's no hard for me, only soft and medium, more not.
Fair enough. So after that, did you ever have any moments where you thought that it was going to end in a crash, or did you just have to hope and think of ways to get through without making too much of a mess?
The last battle with the Mercedes and the Ferrari. That was the only in the mid pack. I get so past them and like P5, and then I go to the Mercedes guys, and then they get stuck to each other because of double DRS, and And then his sniper comes closer to me, closer. Dus yeah, I'm going a little bit panic. I want to pass the guys. Of course, they have a 3-second time penalty. But yeah, a sniper comes to me, he can pass me and he get the win. But yeah, there was a little bit. Yeah, I get the win is important.
Yeah, well, we were getting quite excited over in the commentary for that last little battle because it looked like there was once or twice where maybe you had a bad exit and Sniper could have come, or once that maybe Libenau had a bad exit and you had a really good one, and it was side by side into turn 1, and it was crazy. So yeah, just well done to you for the win.
Yeah, was the whole race was a bit appetite in the chat with this is my only teammate while I'm driving with. This all my leagues, I'm driving in 4 leagues. He's my teammate. Dus I know exactly. Oh, he drives so. Dus yeah, then is it a little bit automatic driving with him. Dus yeah, I was 1, he was 2. Dus I know exactly who he drives. Dus yeah, then is it a little bit easier to drive with that guy, man.
Yeah, and in the middle of the race, I think you had a small incident with another car. I can't remember who. It was a lot of stuff happened in that race. If you remember at all, if you did have that incident, what your view on it is?
I think with the Red Bull.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was normally I am so clean as possible on the track and so fair as possible, and I know I was on the front from him. Dus yeah, he needs to get off, and I'm back out of my car. Dus yeah, man. I think I am fair. Dus yeah, I don't know. The whole race was one panic of crashes and overtakes and everything. Dus yeah, you're driving for your points.
The incident with the Red Bull's fine. He said he wasn't going to report it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good there. Yeah, I mean, it's always not nice to have an incident, no matter even how small it is, but that's good to see.
Yeah, I want on every track so fair as possible. Yeah, of course, it can happen on every track. There's not on this track or in Baku or in Australia turn 1. There's always panic. Dus yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But well done to everyone here for both the podium or the win. That's going to be it for this stream, because we did both F3 and F2 today, so it was an extra long one, but that's finally it, all over with. Yeah, so check us out tomorrow. Tomorrow, Sunday at 6 PM UK time, we have the ERO F1 race, which will be the final race of this week. Of course, if you missed it, we had the ERO F4 and F5 races yesterday at both 4 PM and 6 PM UK time. So go check those out if you're at all interested. If not, they're happening next week again. Next week will be Australia. So I know that a lot of people have different opinions on Australia, and some people like it more than others, but hopefully it should be a good race. We've had some good races there in previous seasons. Season 3 comes to mind. We had some pretty good F1 races. F2 race there as well was pretty good, so fingers crossed it's a good one. You're sharp. It was a good race. Stuff happened. That makes it even better, doesn't it? Anyway, so thank you all for coming, and see you